Hello, welcome back to E-League United Week 3. Today it's GCC, the Gulf Coast Corsairs versus Wardens of the North. I'm here with my co-caster, Nitro Dex. My name is Soundwave. How are you lovely people doing today?
I'm pretty good. You gotta rock the glasses classic as always.
Yeah, as always.
Alright, and it looks like we have already gotten into draft and bans, even though Observer did not give the all clear, so we're gonna go ahead and rush into this one. Sorry about
Yeah,
that, guys.
we're just going for it.
Smells like Updog in here. It does smell like Updog. So, sorry about that. Cat decided to photobomb that. Now we have war bans. We have the Graves Talon immediately banned away in the first rotation, also along with the Kaisa Hover ban. On GCC, we have Kha'Zix, Trundle, and Silas, the bans as way, and Kaisa is the final red side ban. GCC will insta-lock in the Misfortune. Kind of a misplay there if you are Wardens of the North. Yes, you do ban out two of the champions Young Trendset is known for, but you also don't ban away the Misfortune, which is a very powerful pick right now.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. Misfortune has been I would say, most hotly contested champion for ELU. Um, I completely understand the targeted bans for Young Trendsetter. He is their all-star uh, player, but it looks like Wardens is going to get the Tristana, which is Cast's one pick. So,
Pretty good. Tristana into MF does have some chance of killing the Misfortune before Misfortune gets too big and does eventually outrange her, depending on certain
yes.
items and all that. And the Urgot Insta-Lock.
Ooh, I like to see that. Yeah, Tristana a little bit less useful in team fights. You know, she doesn't have a team fight ult, but she's a little bit better in the 1v1 with the attack speed buff. So, and then we're gonna see the Leona from GCC. Misfortune Leona, just the cookies and cream bot lane pick. Truly nothing better.
I could say chocolate cake batter, but we'll agree to
Chocolate cake
disagree.
batter. It is what it
Yeah.
is. But
So, pretty easy champions right there for Spirit Tracks and Lamowski to handle today. Should be really good, especially
yeah,
in Spirit Tracks' hands.
not a very complicated bot lane. They're looking to hit six, land a stun, and hit the bullet time. I mean, that's all you do. It's 1, 2, 3, easy peasy.
The
Um,
Radiant Bullet time.
yeah, yep. Very,
Kennen.
very deadly combo considering Leona has three stuns. You're gonna see the Kennen lock in there. Uh, looking to go top. Very interesting pick. I don't know that we've seen a Kennen's yet. Looking at my stats here.
Soundwave, look at the pick draft real quick. Do you mind telling me what that third champion is on the side of war?
That's a Yumi. Let's go. Love to see
The
it.
cat parasite has infested ELU finally, as we
To
are
be
now
fair,
getting the
Yumi
second.
Yumi has a 73% pick ban rate in World. She's the second most hotly contested champion on the Rift right now. Oh,
Alright,
you
so
love to see it.
as we go through bans here, Shaco and Diana banned his way as well. So three of the main champions for Young Trendsetter are gone, and Eris's pick is also gone as well. Syndra and J4 banned away on the side of GCC right now. They do have R4 pick here that will be countered, but they do get final counter pick.
Hmm.
I
Yes, they
would
will
pick
get
the
the final
jungler
counter
here.
pick. Yeah, I agree. Jungle pick here is very good. Looks like that's what they're going to do. They're going to pull out Zac. Um, Zac, very
Okay.
mobile, very tanky, tanky jungler. I'm still reeling from the Yumi pick. It really just, I mean, that Tristana. If Tristana gets ahead, that Yumi is going to make her unstoppable.
It's very true. It is very true.
And I think, to be fair, that's probably the game plan that Warden should be going for. We've seen the cast, as he's known now, he changed his Discord name to match his IGN name. Has been the hyper carry for Wardens in the North. So I'm not going to disrespect their option to try to make him the star carry in these games.
So the Zach
Bruce?
was picked in there. Echo and Viego are the counter responses to that. Echo, I don't especially like for Eris. I would have picked a safer option, possibly a Lysandra maybe, or something that can survive in lane relatively well. Echo, if he doesn't really get uh, that much value, I guess, to it. And Twisted Fate, which is countered by Echo, is locked
Hmm.
in on by the side of Wardens.
Yes. Um, yeah, I don't know that I'm personally a big fan of the Echo pick either. Echo, obviously a very good assassin, but I mean, against an Urgot and a Zac, he's really only going to be looking to pick out the Tristana, and when that Tristana got a Yumi on him, I don't know how effectively he's going to be able to do that. Um, it may be possible that he's looking to be a very roaming, heavy mid laner, possibly get his other lanes ahead. Echo tends to be very good at that, considering he also doubles as a jungler. Um, but I don't know that it's necessarily the greatest pure mid lane pick against seeing um, double tanks or a bruiser and a tank. Um, I definitely agree
I
that
have a
maybe a
lot of
safer
problems
control
with this
mage.
draft, but I will save that for later on into it. I do think that if that Leona falls onto the Tristana, the Yumi won't be
Mhm.
able to do much anything at all.
No, I agree. Early game, the Yumi. Well, to be fair, when you're pre six, that Yumi is basically a non character, right? Pre six Yumi is just looking to get a couple pokes in with her Q and level up her spell thief so she can stay relevant
This
until
is
you hit
also a
the team
really
fighting
bad
stage.
matchup for the Yumi as well, because if Yumi instantly hops off Tristana, she's instantly CC locked by a Leona, and
Yes.
that's a 6 second can't W onto the Tristana anymore, and
Hmm.
I don't think Spirit Tracks would have a hard time following that up. I
Yes.
especially don't like the Zac pick after we did see Zac in the first series ever, I believe, where it was just insta picked and it
Yeah.
led to a lot of problems with the game. But Young Trendsetter will get the Viego. We will have Isodel in this game, whether we like it or not.
Yeah. No, I get where you're coming from. This Yumi isn't going to have much ability to hop off of Tristana at any point. Really, she's going to be looking to move around teammates once you get to the team fighting stage, but she's not in a lane where she can hop off and throw a couple autos and hop back on, or hop off and
Can't
roam to
do
put a ward
optimal
down.
trades with the Yumi.
Yes, yes. Because you're looking to hop off, throw an auto, hop back on for the shield, things like that. And the Leona's definitely going to be looking to pick her off if she does that. So she got the lockdown on her side. But I do think that the Yumi is more impactful late game in a team fight manner than, say, like the Echo. Echo can get the big stun, but Yumi's going to have the healing and the shielding. She got the massive stun that can hit multiple people. Hopefully we're just going to see that Yumi, and I mean, possibly Yumi's looking to hop on the Zac and let the Tristana free farm at like level 10. But it's really just a matter of can they get past the laning phase safely? Because if so, then I think the Tristana Yumi is a bot combo that can pay off really well. It also depends on whether this Leona starts mobility boots, because if she does, she may look as early as level 3 to go find a roam in another lane, and just let the misfortune free farm, all she wants. But I think it's going to be a very interesting matchup for sure.
I especially don't like how certain matchups we play. We did see last night with the Kennen versus Urgot matchup, game three,
Yes.
and Sunny, if hit those ultimates, would have killed the Kennen plenty of times.
Hmm.
The Viego, I just don't kind of understand where the position where you play Zac here.
I don't know. I am on this team, but I personally don't have the inner workings or the knowledge for
You're
the
on
Zac
Wardens of
pick.
the North?
Yeah, I'm their sub. What are you doing, Nitro? Um, but I haven't heard any talk about a Zac pick. Maybe this is a fringe pick that they're wanting to try out. Maybe they're hoping that it pays off for them. Um, Possibly they've been working on it in secret, but I do think it's definitely an interesting pick. Zach is definitely not one of those junglers that we see too often in the ELU, or really just in general. You don't see him a whole lot anymore. I definitely think there were safer picks. You know, you can always go with the Jarvan. Uh, I think the Jarvan's just about the safest pick with the movement and the knock up, and
Well,
he's
Jarvan
useful
was
even if he
banned.
falls off. Yeah.
Jarvan
No.
was banned. Final
Yes,
ban by the site of GCC.
but he
So they
was their
did.
last ban, wasn't he?
He was their last ban, which means that R4 was the Zac pick.
Right, right. Um, but yeah, and the Trundle's gone too. The Shaco's gone. The Graves is gone. So that leaves your options a little bit muted as far as that jungle pick goes. I definitely think this Viego may be a little bit more impactful. Um, Zach is just a tank that looks to mix up the fray in a team fight. Viego's actually going to be looking to get double kills, triple kills, looking to get resets on his ult. He's looking to stay in the fight as long as possible. Um, I do think it looks like GCC's um, team comp's a little bit more aggressive too overall.
Okay, so apparently I'm wrong. Zac in Platinum Plus on U.GG has a 52.5% win rate.
Seriously, I've heard no talk about Zach recently. I wonder what that's about.
At
Is it a 52% win rate with a high pick rate, or is it like a 1% pick
4%.
rate? Okay. Well, and that's something you have to consider, because sometimes you see those fringe champions that have really high win rates, but they've got like 0.71%, pick rates, and it's
No,
like, oh,
I
well, the
did.
one tricks are doing very well, but um,
No,
a
I
four,
did look at that.
yeah,
That's
I
why
think of
Kha'Zix has a 53% win rate with 10% pick rate.
right. Um, yeah, I think. Well, actually, now that you bring it up, the Cossacks' first ban here would have been, I think, very good for Wardens of the North. So I think it's good that GCC has that first ban there. Um, I don't know exactly what else would be used for Warden to round out their comp though, as far as the jungle pick goes.
Well, maybe I'm wrong.
You could get the Poppy, maybe something like that, but
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll see. Somebody else come in there able to do a lot more. Maybe this is the game where Wardens prove that they can hang with the top boys of the league as well, as they
yeah, I
did
hope
get their
so.
first series win, but they are 2-4 game record wise. So this would be a
Hmm.
series to help prove that win. Go 4-5 potentially, or just go 5-4 and really show that you can play in the top
Hmm.
side. Kennen with the Airy, Conqueror Viego, Electrocute Echo, Press the Attack MF, Aftershock Leona, pretty standard so far. Urgot with the Press the Attack as well. It's good. Aftershock Zac, Halo Blades Tristana, Airy Yumi, and Unsealed Spellbook, Twisted
Twisted.
Fate.
You love to see it. You really do. Um, yeah, I'd like to follow up on that thought there. I think this is actually a really important match in the series for Wardens of the North, because, like you said, they are 2-4, which basically puts them right in the middle of the standings. They're not the lowest team, they're not the highest team. So if they go 0-3, they're going to drop towards the bottom. If they go 3-0, they're going to be closer to the top. A 2-1 moves them up like one position, and a 1-2 moves them down one. So
If they do win out, I believe they go all the way up.
no, because I believe TPP is
3,
5-1, correct?
6-3.
Okay, all right. So, but yeah, so this is actually a very keystone series for Wardens here, today.
Wardens is currently in 7th right now. If they do win this series, they will go above TKK and will be in 6th place, guaranteed.
And that's for a
You will
2-1, right?
you will also have the advantage over GCC because of the head-to-head factor, and they would move into 5th place.
Yep.
But if GCC wins this series, then they move the to the top of the cluster where everyone, well, it's the second place battle, and LOW stands there alone at first with 7-2.
Okay, I see. I see.
All right.
Very exciting game, though.
Yes, it should be, as we are already past our spectator delay. We're sitting at a cool 100%, just waiting for the game to
A
let us
cool
in.
7 ping, though. Ooh.
Very cool 7 ping by our great Australian observer.
Man, we're here in the States and we don't even get 7 ping. What is going on?
Oh
Make me
yes,
look like I'm a...
he speaks, but the stream can't hear him. So
Hmm.
he's basically our disassociated voice.
Yeah. The one that lets me know that I'm losing my marbles. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. That's the one.
That makes number 2 for me.
All right. Looks like we're gonna go ahead and get into game here.
Oh, boy.
Anything interesting so far? No, I don't think normal item bias really for everyone.
Yep.
Red Smite coming in from the side of Viego confirmed. Okay, who forgot to feed their hamster, says the Zach.
I don't exactly know what that's in reference to.
Link PC hamster. It's a thing.
Oh.
Call started for the Kennen, so it is going to be a farming lane for him.
Soko, no. No, Soko.
Sure. When are we gonna cast? Whenever you want. You want to cast right now? Hey, you can replace me. I can go to sleep.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna be like, you can replace Soundwave. I was like, hey, wait a second. Ooh, Trendsetter walking up toward the Raptors. Capes gonna sit in that bush and not show himself.
Well, Capes now know that something is up. They know that that's probably warded now.
Yep. Gonna look to be a fairly normal start, though. I like to see that ward there on the Raptors. You get a little information as the jungler moves along after his blue buff. Ooh, it looks like they're gonna rotate here on to the blue buff, though. Doesn't
Hey, we
seem...
got ourselves an
doesn't...
invade right there. The stream stutters a little bit. Capes will get stunned up right then and there. Flashes using the W to try and back away as much as possible. Might will secure it. A late invade secures the advantage for GCC.
Oh, you hate to see it. That's very upsetting for the side of Wardens.
Karis now be able to use that bot lane pressure with cheap Atar. Lemowski's already half HP, but does have the potions. He does want to heal back up there. Bouncing double tap right there, hitting that poor little Yumi. And interesting of note here, Echo has 1 CS to TF's 8. Now it's 4. Probably just able to Q the wave. Get good hits there. And that's going to be level 2 on the side of GCC, but not much can be done there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tristana very safe laner once she has that rocket jump.
Oh, nice trade here in the mid lane. Electrocute his proc. Slushi not able to do much yet. He is the Twisted Fate. That doesn't have much pressure at all, if any. But he will get some soon. I believe in him. And as I was reading before the game started, of one of the owners of the Mad Lions tweeting out saying that Carzzy did not perform at all at Worlds, or something along those lines, saying that Aloya and Kaiser were performing much better, and that Carzzy was basically holding the team back, which I believe is complete and utter bullshit, as Kennen is actually going to engage on. He wastes the flash, but it won't matter. First blood to the Zac. Instant teleport response here onto Eris. This is going to be another kill if they are able to proc the Zac passive yet. But here's Slushi.
Not going to.
Slushi's there, but oh, now this is getting really problematic as Viego is low. There's the Kennen! Q is gonna find one. Young Trendsetter getting that final kill mark there. Twisted Fate is super low, double kill, using the Zac Soul to confirm it. And what looked really good on the side of War turned out really bad.
Yeah, what a shame. It really.
Oh, we still
I
got
think-
more here. That's going to be another stun up lockup. Young Trendsetter is executed. The cannon will survive. Oh,
Wow,
no.
absolutely brutal.
Young Trendsetter is able to keep that shutdown as well since it was an execute.
That's very brutal. They realistically, I mean, they stepped up to keep them from popping the Zac passive, giving him time to reform, but they didn't back off as fast as they needed to once Zac had reformed, which allowed them to get those 2 kills there, and it's just such a shame. They just overextended after that trade. It seems like once the Zac was gone, they had free range to tower dive.
Such a missed opportunity there.
Yeah.
He did learn the teleports as well to go to this play, try to make it as best as possible. In the end, it's a 3-for-1.
Yeah, that truly a shame because I mean, you know, if you're the Zac there, you get first blood, and you know you go 1-for-1. They get a kill on their side. You're cool with that, right? Because you get extra gold for the first blood. You reset. You start clearing your camps again. But if you lose 2 more people, suddenly you're at a huge
Oh,
disadvantage.
Eris is now going to get engaged on right here. Slushie has the gold card ready. Eris, is it going to be enough? No! Oh, wait, it's the jump on the Spirit Strikes there. That's a fully charged bomb, and the Yumi Q secures the kill. That is what you need on the side of Ward, and some hope that this bot lane will be able to do well there. It does go to the Yumi, which is unfortunate. But that is going to be tower plating taken partially. Lemowski will have his bone plating pop. Uses the W. Leona with W active means he takes no virtual damage at all.
Yeah, and I think at this point, especially if they go through the trouble of drafting the Tristana Yumi combo, your first play top didn't go so well because you overextended. At this point, the Zac should be looking and saying, hey, I need to play through bot lane because my bot lane is the hyper carry combo anyway. My Tristana with the Yumi on her is going to get out of control if I do my best to make sure that happens, if I get some kills down there. So hopefully we see Kapesk here on the Zac play through his bot lane for the rest of the game, especially already having that kill down there, being a 1-0 in the bot lane. Hopefully doing that because even if the Tristana and Yumi push up, they're going to push up super far. Zac is really good at diving towers and letting the Tristana break through the tower damage. So hopefully that's their...
Yumi may face check there. Sprout clearing the Viego, clearing the ward. Mountain Dragon is secured on the side of GCC. Cloud Dragon coming up next, so we have a guaranteed Infernal or Ocean.
Yes.
If it is Infernal, this is going to be an insane damage spike on 4 of them.
Yes. Yes. Viego, Kennen, MF, Echo, all love to see that Infernal Soul. The Twisted Fate of the Tristana love to see it too, but it's really only super good on 2 of their champions. If you're the Urgot, if you're the Zac, you're looking to see the Mounted Soul realistically, or the Ocean Soul. Either one of them is totally fine for you.
Well, we won't get a Mountain Soul.
Right. Sorry, I can't see the drag pit. Yeah.
We already got the first soul. The first dragon of the game taken was a mountain.
Yeah. Yes. So I mean, Cloud Soul is fine too. It's really good for TF to make those extra rotations.
We're 10
I know.
minutes into the game.
I know. I'm theorizing here. I'm not a play-by-play. I'm the color. Come on. I gotta think ahead of this place.
I understand, Mr. Color, but It is not a Cloud Soul
Mr.
either.
Color.
Okay, Soundwave, come on. We created the whole glasses thing. Come on, you know me, baby.
Yeah. No, I got you. But yeah, no, that Infernal Soul is definitely a bad news bear for um, Wardens if they see it. So hopefully we don't.
Oh,
Still
there
seeing
he's-
that Zac on the top side. I'd really like to see him on the bot side, especially because the MF
Oh,
and
there's
the
3
Leona
mid.
pushed up.
There is going to be 3 mid. It looks like it's posturing now for this Rift Herald. Young
Yes.
Trendsetter knows AS Parity's right there. AS Parity going to get stunned up, locked up. Twisted Fate ultimate is right there. That's going to be the cannon ultimate. Is it going to be enough? Yes, the flash confirms it for the kill. Now this Urgon is alive. Bot lane, Spirit Tracks was jumped on completely. Lamowski goes in. There's the bulletin. The stun is there, but that will be another trade kill. And Zac will die in his passive. Down there in the bot lane. Really well-timed Leona combo there that allows Spirit Tracks to drop the bullet time and trade a kill back there. Top lane, really not much of a chance there for AS Parity as much as he already got flashed on. He was already going to down. The TF ultimate to try and turn that fight around still doesn't work in their favor. That is now Rift Herald secured on the side of GCC. And this Viego is 25 CS up and is a monster.
Yes. I really like that trade down bot too. It's actually really good for Warden, if you notice, because Cast got the kill. Cast killed the MF, and then Leona got the kill on Cast. So the kill goes to the support for GCA, but the kill goes to the ADC for Warden. So even though it was a 1-for-1, it's a little bit better of a trade for Wardens there. But yes, this Viego is huge. Right now, he already has his Sunder built here at 11 minutes. So very, very big Viego.
Now, if you are the side of GCC, Karis will drop the bomb on the Misfortune. Not going to go in yet, though. Lamowski does have the ultimate there available. Nightmare Seta does back eventually. He's able to get some nice items. Sork Boots and the Hextech Alternator. Double tap from the Misfortune. Will not hit that target correctly. Does have the Cleanse against the TF Gold card. Chipatar will run back now into Karis. Karis able to buffer the W correctly. Now
Yes,
this is
very, very
problematic.
good jump.
Zac is in a really rough spot if air wasn't engaged, but there wasn't on him. There is now 3 bot. Kapesk does get with the Zac, but there's nothing else to attach Eris to. AS Rarity. Patiently waiting in the bush, commando style. Gonna get hit with that Ken and Q and W. Not much else is gonna happen. Young Trendsetter's actually engaged on here by the Zac. He does use the bounce house. It's gonna be a nice disengage right there. Slooshy is getting hit by that full bullet time. Eris is here. Will not use the phase dive yet to go in onto TF or any one of them. They do escape. Vision now cleared. Young Trendsetter does back, buys the Tabby, and we have ourselves a scare.
Yes. Wardens here are going to look to clear Vision in the drag pit, accidentally starting it there. But looks like they're not going to follow through and actually do the drag. Game is currently 6-3.
13 minutes. About 400
Only a
gold lead on the side of GCC.
Yeah, even with a drag, only a 400 gold difference. Not a bad place to be. This TF is about 20 CS up on the Echo. Looks like
Dragon is now being started. It looks like they will not confirm anything. Slooshy does use the Twisted Fate ultimate of Destiny to see if he can try and get a pick. We'll just teleport to the Dragon instead to help his team secure it, give him all vision, and the Inferno blazes.
Wow, that is bad news for Wardens.
Alright,
Uh,
there we
y-
go. That's going to be the Yumi ultimate use bot lane. This is Zac coming in right now. This could be a confirmed kill. It is. But there it is. Isolde, she shall be mine. And Cheap Batar, goodbye. See you back on the summoning platform. Oh my god, Yumi is so cute. Viego just had to become her as well.
Viego becoming the Yumi seems a little fishy there.
Eris is not going to try and kill his support. By accident, may have just phase dive onto Lamowski, gotten them killed. Young Shredsetta doesn't get the ultimate reset, so doesn't have the ultimate anymore. This Viego is already huge enough. It is Bruiser Viego, so... Alright, we have ourselves a nice little engage there that will force the Echo ultimate, and they have no vision there now. They will do it. There is the bomb. The Echo Shield is big. That will actually delay enough there. Karis may get the kill. Yes, he will. Eris Tracer's life. But that is a nice gold right there to Viego to basically confirm it. Aris with the first death of the game so far.
Yes, yeah, that Infernal Soul going to come in very, very much not what the Wardens wanted to see there. Much better there for the side of GCC. And Viego continue to get
Oh, here we
continues
go. We
to
got
get bigger.
ourselves nice little possible skirmish here in the top. Nightmare Seda doesn't know Zek's there yet. Will know now. Is able to E perfectly away. The knockback won't do much. And that's not that was not ideal at all for the side of War there. They are now down around 2.8k. First tower did fall in the bot lane, so they will get that confirmed as they did use the Rift Herald for it. Now we have Capes seen on a ward, AS Skull, AS Parody also seen up there. The Yumi is on the Twisted Fate mid, letting that Tristana free farm bot. Lamowski will stun the Zac, not much else will happen. Actually, chooses to go in here. Twisted Fate ults as well to secure vision. And Twisted Fate is without his ultimate. That is about a good 200-second cooldown, I believe.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah, it's a shame that Zac couldn't get a lot of work done there at top. Capes was a little bit too close to blue side tower, and so after landing the grab from Zac when he autoed the minion, it pulled
Oh, nice little stun there,
Nightmare
top lane.
Seda. It ended up pulling Nightmare Seda into the wall instead of towards Zac, effectively canceling it.
Okay, we got ourselves nice posturing here for this team fight. Tusk will try and finish it now, choosing to go in for the Zac steal. Will he be able? There's the Yumi ultimate. Yes, he is able to steal it, but it may cost him his life. Not unless he trades a kill. Urgot ultimate hits Lamowski. Good night, sir. You are going to be fresh meat tomorrow at the Zon market. Nice little damage there onto the Tristana. Fully charged bomb, but Karis is going to fall betrayed by his own Zac. Now he is going to be shooting his own teammate Urgot in the back. The Viego ultimate is there again. They do steal the Herald. No one is able to claim it though.
Yeah. Wardens of the North going to end up in a very bad position there in that fight. They're going to lose 3 people. Not what you want to see.
Alright, very good fight so far. Hextech Rocket Belt has been completed for this cannon. Now the guaranteed engage is there. Gale Force on this Misfortune. Moonstone has been completed for the Yumi. Leona still not has her mythic yet, but she'll get there eventually.
Eventually.
Wombos are now being set up here on this side of GCC. You will have the cannon ult coming soon, and you will have the Misfortune.
Yes. Yeah, Karis here falling behind a little bit in CS. He is 2 kills up. He does have his Mythic done, as well as the MF. He's opted to go for the Kraken Slayer, whereas MF has taken the Gale Force. Pretty common. A lot of times these days we're seeing the MF go
Dragon
lethality.
is started here. Young Trendset is here. Lamowski gonna go in. That is a huge cannon flank. Does not have the slicing maelstrom though, and is now going to be engaged on here on the bot lane. Everfrost is used by Twisted Fate, and what looked like a really good cannon flank TP ult into 4. just misplayed that cooldown, not able to get it. But now Kenneth does have it now. Viego gonna go in. This is gonna be a huge ultimate from Kenneth. If he's able to use any buttons, he won't be able to. The bullet time misses plenty. Kenneth ultimate now super late from the slicing maelstrom, and it is going to be Wardens of the North pushing forward here, pushing their advantage onto Dragon. You have to hope for the steal from young Trendsetter. Will he be able to do it? No, he will not be able to, but there is a guaranteed kill right now. Viego in his own shadows, trying his best to escape. Kapesk may have done too much, though, and now that it's going to be one kill. Flushi now has to try and escape. We'll be able to use the stun, but there's Eris as well. The flash stun secured, double kill, and as we have another fight happening in the mid lane, Kars will shut down Nightmare Seda, get himself a nice bounty goal to 450, but right now it is a 3v2.
Yeah, real shame. You know, they managed to get the drag, and then Capes walks back into pit.
We are still fighting, actually. That's going to be Kars now going in, almost bursting down the Viego. Lemowski does miss the Leona E with the flash there, so not much else would happen. I'm very sorry to cut you off, Mr. Soundwave.
Oh,
we got ourselves a game.
Yeah, it was a very good game. But yeah, a little bit of an overextension there from
Lemowski. He knows that he's spotted by the TF ultimate. TF ultimate's not going to be there exactly, and Lemowski is dead. He had the blast cone, just refused to hit it.
Yes, but yeah, you know, this is what I was saying. The game is, they're playing this game.
Another fight as well. Kapesk is going in. Now that Kars is going to go in as well. He jumped in solo by himself. The Viego is dead. There's a huge Kenneth slicing maelstrom. Will not focus that low HP target. They will live at what looked like a really good potential fight. For GCC has blown up completely, and now it is Wardens of the North starting this Baron.
Yes, and that's what we like to see from Wardens. You know, they take the Zac, they take the Yuumi. The Zac is acting as disruption during the team fight so that Kars can maneuver around with his jump, with his rocket, with his ult.
We got another engagement to Aris himself. We'll be able to use the Echo Time Divulgence, get out of there, and Baron is secured.
Yes, what a beautiful rotation back to Baron after that team fight. Perfect time to do it. They're all going to back and reset now. Really what you want to see Warden doing. They're playing smart now. They're playing around their hyper carry. This Tristana is 6-3 with 144 CS here at the roughly 21-30 mark. You know, like I said, yeah, you know, we were a little confused about the Zac pick there, but you know, Zac causes so much confusion with the jump and the ultimate and throwing people around with his Q that, you know, it gives Kars enough time and room to maneuver around and be in the position he wants to be so that he can effectively fight and not get picked off by this 8-2 Viego, you know, or stunned out by the Leona.
We have another engage right here of the Kars. That is going to be the Yuumi ultimate use as well. Bullet time will miss wide. Flash cleanse. Gale Force cleanse use. Kars is now instantly going to be locked up, stunned up as well. And that's going to be disaster right there on the side of GCC. They were doing so well.
Yes, Wardens of the North has figured out their path to victory. They figured out what they're doing. They're comfortable with their game plan now. They're not letting themselves get picked off anymore. You know, the Zac is tanky enough that he can actually act as frontline now without dying immediately. So Wardens of the North looks like they have stabilized. And they are ready to say, hey, this is our game for the taking if you're not paying attention. You know, underestimate them, and they're going to
Twisted Fate ultimate use just to help get vision to Kars. They will basically confirm that mid tower will fall.
Oh, so close with like, oh, minions are going to finish it off there. I want to point something out though. The MF has taken Gale Force, which obviously is a very good ADC item. Normally though, we've been seeing the MF take the Eclipse, so a little bit interesting. I especially would have thought that's what the MF was going to do, considering that they have an Urgot and a Zac, two characters that get very, very tanky in the armor department.
I would say
So
Kraken Slayer.
yeah, I mean, even Kraken Slayer with the true damage, both of those are totally fine. Normally, you see the Eclipse so that the bullet time does a little bit more. Um, bullet time does proc on hit effects, though, I believe, correct?
It
So,
does.
yeah, so the Kraken
Yes.
Slayer is a totally fine pick there, too. Gale Force, though,
Oh,
doesn't help with the armor shred, it doesn't help with
here
dealing
we
with the tanky
go.
characters.
Second
Um,
Infernal Dragon is spawned. It will be soul point for Wardens if they're able to secure it. Nightmare Seda does have the flash, does have the slicing maelstrom. Young Trendsetter right there sitting in the bush comfortably. If our observer would press A, we would be able to tell this team fight a lot better. Thank you very much. As now we have everybody all locked in right now. Zach channeling that
ooh,
jump over does cancel it. Lamowski is hit by the stun. That's going to be an instant pop over right now. And Lamowski is dead. There's a slicing maelstrom. It is going to be huge damage. Slushie is dead. And now it is all up to Viego. And it won't matter.
oh,
A nice 4-for-1. The only casualty being
wow.
Slushie. Tristana untouched. And Soul Point for the side of Wardens of the North. Instant teleport top to try and shove in that wave as well. And they are
What
looking to crack the base.
what a beautiful set of event Nitro decks. I mean, I didn't think that team fight was going to go super well for Wardens. I wasn't even completely sure if they were going to get to drag. Obviously Karis is super fed at this point. He's 9-3 with 178 CS, but that echo bubble right there in front of Warden's entry point was just so beautiful as a form of crowd control. But it just wasn't enough. They just waited for it to end and then pushed in to get the kills. At this point, Karis has hit his power spike. He is a monster, even more so than the 9-3 Viego, I would say. So Wardens on Soul Point, very good place for them to be. They're ahead in kills now. They are 6K gold ahead. They're on Dragon Soul, very good position for them to be in. Very nice turnaround for Wardens of the North.
We do have Bruiser Viego here. No crit
Yes.
Viego.
No, I think the Bruiser Viego is totally fine. You've got so much damage in the form of MF, and Kennen and Echo. You kind of want to match.
We have an engage here on the top lane. Young Trendsetter will not be able to get the stun off. Instant teleport response there by Slushie to try and deter all more aggression. Rapid fire cannon is now complete with that Twisted Fate. Next, gonna be another extra 150 range gold cards coming out so far. LDR also completed on the side of Misfortune. That will really help her a lot with these bullet times.
I will say, if we're giving, if we're looking to give out like mid-game awards, thoughts, things like that, Wardens of the North has been very on point with these teleport responses, and even more specifically, their ult management. A lot of times, especially when you're in solo queue, you're looking at that TF to pop his ult with a gold card up so that he jumps in and he stuns somebody and, possibly get a kill on him. But here we're seeing them use the TF ult for the vision to make sure that the rest of their team is safe, which is totally fine. Even if you're not taking that teleport from the TF ult, if you're using it to get full map vision to make sure that you're not going to get flanked on, you're not going to get jumped on over the wall, that's a perfectly fine use, and it seems like the ults have been a little bit better from the side of Wardens here in the past roughly 10 minutes. We've seen the 3 MF ults in the past couple of minutes, and most of them have been misses for the most part. You get a little bit of damage, but not that really dead center 5-man ult that you're looking for on the side of GCA, which is very unfortunate, because I think some of these team fights go a little bit differently if they get that perfect dead center bullet time.
I agree. GCC was in control of the game now, but it looks like Nightmare Seda, you've walked into the wrong neighborhood, my friend. There are 4 big men that would like to have a word with you and a cat. And now that will can basically confirm the death of Nightmare. Sonya's was popped. Not much else would happen. The instant teleport response, though, Twisted Fate, they know they're doing the Baron, started in response. They know Kapesk is there. The
I don't know
MFE
about
is not
that.
able to
Oh,
reveal him. That's gonna be enough.
oh,
No, it's a steal.
he
Oh,
gets it.
Kapesk does it.
Oh,
You can say jungle dip as he does the flash. So I don't know
oh,
about that one. Spirit Tracks, the Splens is there, but
wow,
it is not worth it. He will fall. Chorus is legendary. It is a
wow.
3 for nothing with a Baron steal.
That is, I think that's going to lock up the game there. And, a lot of times when you see that jungler solo hop into pit to steal the drag, 99% of the time it doesn't work and they just end up dying. But Karis was right there to make sure that they weren't able to pressure Zach in the pit. So, they don't even have to lose their jungler even if they get to steal. So, a very beautiful steal from Kapesk there, followed up by a very good jump over the wall, too, to cut off uh young Trent's, Spirit Tracks walking away through the jungle.
Now, here we go. Soul Point is activated. If our observer could also bring up the objective timers, that would be nice.
Yep.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. Yep, so we're gonna see 2 minutes 45 seconds until
We go, Kennen teleporting on the bot lane. Dragon is immediately started up. This is the fight. If you had to take it, the bullet
immediate.
time is way too
Another failed
late.
bullet time. What a
Ultimate
shame.
is here though. They do fight Sirchax all by himself now. 99 Slushy is alone. Young Trendsetter
Oh.
jumps over the wall using the ultimate Eris, trying to burst as much as he can. Slicing Maelstrom is there. You only lock up the Zac and it won't be enough. Eris goes in.
Wow.
Goes gold. Don't matter. Double kill to the bold butcher of
Wow.
Noxus. And he will find Young Trendsetter. No, he will actually not. My bad.
Yeah, and I
Another
mean, at
3
this
for
point,
nothing.
we're staring at 40-second death timers. They're gonna push it down mid and hopefully look to end here.
Oh,
Possibly.
Spirit is getting harassed by a big red blob that wants to end humanity. And that's going to be the Urgot instant teleport there. The Tristana just does too much damage to these towers. They still
Yep.
don't let Spirit Tracks fully back. It's going to be a nice engage there by Lemowski, but too little too late. Game 1, a complete comeback story for Wardens of the North.
Man, Capes chose the red skin today. Red is in violence. And that is exactly what he's done. I gotta say, we were speculative about the Zach pick on draft, but it worked out for him very, very well.
It
Very happy to
did.
see that.
Early game, it
Obviously,
wasn't very good.
yes,
Figured the issues of Zach would peer into there, where you are
yes.
not very tanky or not very any high damage either. You are
You're not
just kind
very.
of a CC'd bot with no damage on
He's a
your team
booger
yet.
until he's a booger until team fighting stage till late game.
He was a bugger until
Um,
team fighting stage, but really the MVP of that game for me, even though it could be Setsushi, I would say Karis was able to draft into
yeah,
a Tristana Yumi into a Leona MF. Now, granted, Leona didn't really go in a ton, but was able to do a lot more than Lemowski could have.
yeah. I'll give it to Karis too. I think even if that game had continued on with bot lanes that were even, I think the game was, completely different because of how far ahead Viega was. Karis took it in his power to say, "Hey, we're not going to lose this game. We're going to win. I'm going to carry." And like I speculated before the game, that you know, Yumi at max level W, obviously your W is not what you're maxing first. You're normally picking up the heal first, but the max level W on a Yumi is giving him I want to say it's like roughly 80 AD. Like it's a lot of damage. It is a lot of damage on a full rank W. It's an insane amount, especially on a hyper carry like Tristana. A lot of times it's just too much to handle. And we saw that there are a couple of the Tristana bombs were one-shotting people when they were fully stacked. Just so much pressure. Um, a lot of beautiful jumps too. We saw that fight there, that last fight at Dragon Pit. Um, we saw the stun come in from Kennen. He popped his ult and ran through, and he was able to W out of the Kennen ult just immediately, so as to not get stunned or anything like that, and continue the fight. So very good positioning, very good team fighting prowess there from Karis.
And now we are going into game two very soon. We will get that draft started up at very soon as well. I guess it's time for us to take a quick little break here.
Yes,
Join with us. We will take a quick little 2 to 3 minute break. Casters need a second to
bacon.
reprise, talk about
Yes.
things, and we will join you soon. Welcome back, everyone, to game two of this series so far. We just saw the nice comeback victory for Wardens there. GCC was unable to really close out that lead that they did get in game one. We are now going straight into game two drafts. There has been a side change. GCC has elected to go to the red side now. War is now on the blue. We are going to get War banning away the Talon, the Kaisa. GCC now banning the Misfortune and Trundle. Don't want to give that pick away. The side of
What do you
blue,
hope
the
to see
power
here,
pick.
Nitro?
What
What
do I
band do you
hope to
hope to
see
see?
here? And that is a Lucian ban and a Silas
Ooh.
ban as well. I don't know about the Lucian, but on the side of War, you do get Kha'Zix potentially
Hmm.
for
Yeah, so you can pick up the
Capes.
Kha'Zix.
We'll
You
go
can
with
pick
the
up the
Tristana
Tristana again.
again.
Yes,
Sana was
which
not
what
banned,
they're gonna
so
do.
it is a definite respect. You're not going to respect the Tristana like it did last game, then that is perfectly fine.
That feels like maybe a mistake on the part of GCC. I was also kind of expecting the Viego ban from Wardens. Viego kind of stomped the early game last game, but it's possible maybe they're going to let him pick it again if they see it, and then move it to maybe a counter pick in the jungle, somebody that's even better in the 1v1 skirmishes early game. Um, but you're going to see the Thresh there from GCC. Uh,
Okay.
Somebody that can lock down the Tristana again. She can jump out of his hook though, so something to consider. We're gonna see the Aphelios. Aphelios Thresh, a very, very classic bot lane combo.
Yumi will be
Very good.
re-insta locked in again. I don't believe
Mhm.
there should be any changes. They
No,
can't
no, if
have
it
any GCC coffee is for closers. Okay.
yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it, you know.
Uh, yeah, so it is going to be Yumi again. We're going to see
uh
the cat parasite return to our beloved league, pillage these lands, salt the earth, if you will.
yeah. I don't know how I really feel about this bot lane matchup. Aphelios is a scaling champ. He's just about the highest DPS ADC at level 18, full build, but
Wardens again gonna go for the Urgot pick again. So 3 of the last 5 picks from the last game are still there. And now the Ornhorn could come in. It will.
Ornn very good against other tanks and Bruthers having the max percent health shred. Um,
Very true. Just won a game out of Ornn today. Got me into my platinum promos. We do have the
ooh, very
Syndra
good.
ban here. Now, Wardens on the blue side, what are you going to ban? It is going to be Eris's Diana. And 999 Slushy will finally get a Respect Twisted Fate ban? Yes. So we
Hmm.
won't see 5 out of 5 of the champions the previous game. Graves
Yes,
is also banned away here. Shaco is up, kind of taunting young Trendsetter to
uh,
play Shaco.
very possibly. Shaco's one of the champions that could deal with this Tristana. You're not going to jump away from a Shaco if you don't know he's there. If Young Trendsetter gets far enough ahead, he could blow Tristana up before the Yumi realizes it to press her heal. But I really do think maybe leaving the Tristana or the Yumi up was a mistake. Um, Tristana Yumi stomps, in my opinion, this Aphelios early because Aphelios is not a powerful early game ADC, whereas Tristana can have that 50% attack speed buff as early as level 1 if she wants it.
There it
And that's
is. Kapesk with the Kazakhs, exactly how I expected. Young
ooh.
trendsetter goes with the Lilia. You see Talon Graves, Shaco player, you don't think of Lilia.
No, you don't. Lilia's more in the vein of like the uh she's more in like the Hecarim, the Ramus, that kind of area where you want to go fast, you want to lock people down. She's definitely not in that kind of assassin-y
And
category.
GCC may lock in the Yone here as we do have our first Annie from the side of Wardens there, and Yone is the
Ooh,
response.
ooh, Annie, very interesting pick here. I like it. Um, yeah, I mean, Kazakhs here is Kapesk's #1 champ. Kazakh's obviously very good, has a very high win rate right now. Obviously, he got those buffs to the Q. Does a lot of true damage if they're alone, but um, I don't know. I don't know that this Kazakh can do much about the Ornn or the Thresh if they get tanky enough late game. Obviously he can be a beast against this Aphelios, against this Yone, against this Lilia if they're not careful. Um, I do think, especially looking at the Tristana Yumi and then the Kazakhs jungle, this Aphelios has to be very, very careful with how he plays this early game before they get to the team fighting phase. This laning phase could be very, very bad for Spirit Tracks if he's not paying attention and keeping his wards up. Kha'Zix gets an early kill, finishes his first item, is gonna blow that Aphelios out of the water if he steps up. Um, so it looks like really GCC's game plan is here to just um, get to the end game, right? They want to get Aphelios past 3 items. They want to get Ornn tanky. They want to get Yone past 3 items. Um, and just try not to give up that early lead against these early game champs like this Kha'Zix. Annie also could blow up the Aphelios very easily if he steps up, so has to be very careful with his positioning this game. There's not a lot of counterplay if he messes up and steps forward. So very interesting to see how this goes. Thoughts?
I personally think that if GCC does not survive this early game for a long time, will really suffer this game.
Yes. Yeah.
Because if that Tristana Yumi get ahead, Aphelios only has one gun for self peel, will
hmm
constantly need a babysit with a Thresh Lantern just to ensure it as well. And if he's not able to do that, then it'll end up really bad.
Yes. No, I absolutely agree. The early game is key here for both teams. One wants to get ahead early. One wants to survive. Um. So it's up to how Wardens plays it too. If Wardens isn't as aggressive as they should be with this Kha'Zix, with this Tristana, they could definitely get punished by not pressing that early advantage that they have. Um, so I think it just depends on the mindsets of these teams here. Um, the Aphelios though, if he gets to that like level 16 area, gonna be a very bad news for 4 squishies on the enemy team. Even for Urgot, if he gets the Chakram or he's got the pistols, it's a very bad day for them. Assuming he's got that uh, item advantage. Um, kind of interesting pick from the Ornn though. So obviously we saw the Tristana first pick, and then we see the Ornn pick after it. Um, Ornn, obviously a very good peel target, has an amazing team fight ult with the knockup, um, with the dash getting the knockup. But at the same time, Ornn specializes kind of like Poppy in that area of like you're wanting to shut down other tanks. And the only tank on Wardens is Urgot. and even then, he may not be super tanky. Urgot a bruiser for the most part, like that, kind of like Garen, where you're looking to get a little bit of mix of damage and health and armor and magic resist. But um, you know, picking that pure tank top lane means that you're really looking for the ult advantage over what he's going to actually do in a fight. Because if Tristana takes Kraken Slayer again, like she did last game, his stacked armor isn't going to matter, right? She's going to be doing that true damage over and over again. Um, so hopefully they're able to take advantage of their positioning here to get advantage with that Arnold. Um, but yeah, they do kind of have this wombo combo of ults on the side of um, GCC. Ornolt into the Lilia ult, Yonult, um, all three just huge blowout ults if they land on multiple people. And every single one, it really doesn't matter what order you use them in, because all three of them set up for the next one in line, right? You can Yonult into the Lilia Dream, into the Ornn knockup. You can Ornn knockup into the Yonult, into the Lilia Dream, Lilia into Ornn. That combination and order doesn't matter so much as long as you're hitting them one after another. It's so much CC potential if Wardens ends up in that bad position of getting hit by all three of them.
So I do agree with what you have said so far. I also think that there are also other factors that we have to look out for. If that Urgot is not able to push at as advantage as he got the game beforehand, if he's not able to solo kill the Ornn, I also feel like he'll be able to do that as well.
Yes, yes. I
It's
agree.
all a
Urgot.
matter if the team fight falls apart if Ornn is able to survive.
hmm No, I absolutely agree with that, and I think you brought up a very good point because this top lane matchup, both champions work a little bit differently. Ornn is useful even if he's behind because he has two knockups in his kit along with max health percentage damage. He got the knockup from his pillar and his dash, along with the knockup from his ultimate. Urgot, he could throw people around, right? But if he's behind, he's not doing a whole lot, right? He's got the execute, but they have to be low health for it to work anyway. So, Urgot, if he gets behind, is way less useful than the Ornn. So I think you make a very good point that the Urgot has to have an advantage to um, be super relevant this game.
Sorry about that. I was just sending a good meme to my team captain, Mr. Stormblade,
Oh, you're
to
good.
encourage him. I will also send the video to you, Mr. Soundwave.
Oh no. What do you mean encourage Stormblade? Stormblade's not playing. Oh, what is this? Oh,
It's a very good Duke Nukem meme. We're gonna go ahead and load in now. Pretty normal every start for everyone there. Thresh does have the Guardian, so no Aftershock Thresh. It.
oh,
I really don't know if I would agree with no Aftershock.
no.
Kapesk rocking the championship Kazakhs with the Cloud9 Chroma.
Wow. Yes. Yes, very fitting. Cloud9 is doing very well so far at Worlds.
Hey, baby,
They've
tomorrow we're gonna win, baby.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love the Mets. I
Yes,
love the
and
Mets, baby.
NA Hopium.
NA
Yeah, no,
Hopium.
you
You
love
mean
to see it.
NA Finals, baby? Who are they gonna be?
Yeah.
Man, Chuchi ain't shit. EDD
God.
ain't shit.
They play Edward Gaming tomorrow, right? Am I right
No,
about
they play
that?
Gen G.
Oh, they played okay. All right. Yeah, I mean,
Anyway, we are gonna be loading into game here very, very
NA, where is
soon.
it at? Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think the Guardian's the right call here on Thresh because you only proc it with the Lantern. Um, which is, I mean, like it's totally fine, right? It's better than Aftershock if you're on the back foot of a fight, because you pull people out of a fight with the Lantern, and then you get the shield to help the survivability as you run away. But if they're preparing to be on the back foot, that's not a good position to be in. You understand what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
if you're in the mindset that you're going to be behind, you're already losing the mental game. Gonna be 5 here in the bot lane though, a little bit odd. We normally see the 5 point here from. Oh, look at a collapse on this bot lane here. Uh,
Oh. Instantly
gonna
spotted out. Thankfully,
gonna
he
get
was
that
not
ward though.
AFK walking over. Otherwise, that would have ended tragically for the
Hmm.
Tristana having to start W.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Uh, Good reminder to people though why you don't level your abilities until you need to though, because had he leveled anything else and they had pushed, he wouldn't have been able to get away without burning flash. Um, but yeah, I mean, I really don't like to see that mentality from um, GCC. Obviously, I mean, they lost the first game, so I get it. But at the same time, you don't want to be admitting that you're behind. You don't want
I
that.
don't think it's a mentality thing. I think it's just a small little mistake. Maybe he had like a auto rune setup.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah.
OP.GG, Blitz, U.GG, Professor that possibly could have done it. It's just that the
Hmm.
Guardian is nerfed already, and it's only a
Hmm.
30 shield level 1, which is
Yeah.
nothing.
Right. No, and like, yeah, if it was a mistake, then totally understandable. It's still useful, pulling people in with the lantern, giving them the shield for a little bit of disengage, totally fine. But, if it was on purpose, then, I kind of have to wonder about their mental state going into this game. Especially because, I mean, if I'm GCC and I see a Tristana Yumi and then I lock in a Felios Thresh, I as a player go, oh, my early game is going to be very bad, unfortunately. And then at that point, that mentality can snowball as a player. I think Spirit Tracks is better than that to let something like that get to him. Spirit Tracks is one of the best ADCs in the league, but human nature is how it is. It's not always something you can get around. Um, but gonna see Big Lemowski here, already at half health, having to pop his first pot though.
And now another interesting thing as well, Chief Patar also not having any pots available on the Yumi.
Yeah, interesting.
I
Yeah,
think
only
he
buying a Spell Thief's Edge, which means he
I think
has
he
at
only
least 50
bought
gold.
so he does have a confirmed extra 100 gold. That's going to be the nice Orn engage. Just missed the pillar though.
Hmm.
So not much really there. One of my mid laners' favorite skins is base skin Orn because of how well he is, just as an aesthetic.
He's a he's a he's a beefy boy.
He
Yeah,
is a
the
beefy
base
boy.
base orange skin is very nice as far as champion skins go. A lot of champions are super boring in their base skin, but Orin is I mean, he's a god of the forge. He's big, he's fiery. It's pretty great.
Kha'Zix is on the bot side. Lily is on the other side. They will trade
Yes,
Scuttle Crabs, the nice W away from Tristana.
getting
Rocket
some.
jumping out of safety, and that's going to be a nice engage there on the top, but you are in tower range if you are the
Oh,
Orn here.
oh,
That's really bad. PTA is procced. Will hold on to the flash for now. Flashes after the auto slow is there, but it won't matter. First
oh!
blood. Top lane for the
Yes,
side of Wardens.
that's that early game we were talking about for the Urgot. That's what you want to see. Orn can't punish this Urgot super effectively until level 6, so really like to see that. And he's going to get the flash with it too, which means Orn not having TP up anymore either. He opts to TP back the lane too. So full summoner is down in the top lane.
Nice
Very
trade there, but
yes.
dodges the E now. RS has enough HP to trade. Teleport by the Urgot to match it. And really, it's a tragedy there. The Orin taking 2 tower shots. Not going to be able
Yeah,
to really
that's
help his case.
seems like maybe
The
he just didn't
pass is
respect the
getting
Urgot
engaged
there.
on here by Young Trendsetter. It's going to be the flash.
Oh,
Graviton Q. That's going to be the kill secured by the Lily Asleep burn. And now it was interesting. They did try to give the kill over to Aphelios. Yon will be instantly stunned up. Urgot will flip the ore, and he will try and do as much as he can, as he will be level 6 soon. Is going for the Tiamat, the typical Orin build, or the typical Urgot build. Now he is level 6. Orin has to play this fight carefully. The E is there. W is proc. There is the slow. Is it going to be enough? One auto. Good
Oh,
night. Nightmare.
oh,
Seda having a
AS
nightmare of his own.
AS Pretty has taken this game into his own hands. He said, carry Tristana? No, carry Urgot. He is showing Neffels what it means to be an Urgot one trick right now.
Okay,
Neffels,
come
eat
on
your
now.
heart out.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, something I want to point out though, we peaked at 31 viewers just a second ago. I believe that is a record, possibly for the E-League United stream. Very nice to see
It's
all you
not.
lovely people. Uh-huh.
It's not. But you know what? I'll let you have this victory.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, very nice to see all you lovely people. I will say that first kill, Nightmare Seda seemed to not respect the Urgot. Um, I don't think it was necessarily a matter of Urgot outplayed him
I think
because
I think
Nightmare
for the
Seda
first
walked too
kill,
close to tower and just let himself get flipped. You know what I mean?
yeah, I think the first kill was a misplay by the Orin, and also by Orin not expecting the tower range from that far. But the
Yes,
second
yes.
one, you saw the Urgot get it, and then yet you
Yeah.
still tried to trade against him,
Hmm.
even though you do see he has 6. So that was a
Yeah.
really poor decision. And now
Yeah, I think.
Infernal is
Ooh.
started up by the side of GCC. I'm very sorry to cut you off, Mr.
Nope.
Soundwave.
You're absolutely fine. Yeah.
Crescendum Gun will deter all aggression right now, and it is going to be a free Infernal secured.
Um, yeah, I think really just not respecting the Urgot there is leading to his downfall so far because, once
Oh,
that.
we got
Ooh,
another fight
nice
going on
trade.
right here. Kapeska's getting engaged on this. Horn has been sounded. That's a 2-man Yod ultimate as well. Flashed by Slushy. It will be 1 kill so far. Yon says nothing personnel. Kid teleports back to the shadow, smiting the anti-bear just to confirm that kill. But what should have been an easy kill onto the Orn, just because he has that Bramble, he's able to survive long enough. Also get the Yon ultimate set up. That is really good on the side of GCC.
Yes, very good fight for GCC there. Um, very, very good Yonel too. Uh, but we saw the Annie come out too. Uh, gonna give a little bit of advantage to the mid lane there. Annie ult's on a much lower cooldown at rank 1 than Yon ult is. I think rank 1 Annie ult is like a minute 40. It's like 100 seconds flat. Yon ult is something like 140 seconds. Which means for a little bit in lane, Annie's gonna have the advantage if she chooses to dive him, or if Kha'Zix chooses to come back around. But
Have a nice
yeah,
hook whiffed right there by Lemowski. The sleep is not going to be confirmed, but that's another stun right there mid. And just exactly as you were saying, Eris. Oh, the W
oh
is not enough there. Not enough tower damage as well. No Yon ultimate to save his life there. Does have the teleport, so will teleport back to lane. And as exactly
yeah,
as you said it, was used there.
yep. Yeah. I mean, like your job as a
Lemowski
jungler.
is actually going to go in there. Carr is
Oh,
not able to
nice
secure
hook.
that kill. The Guardian is proc. Lemowski will be able to leave this to Chakra right there. The teleport by the Yon actually will get the kill on the Ignite for Lemowski, and Eris will secure the Yumi kill as well. They went in, jumped in, trying to get ahead like they did last game, but it will not work out for them this time. Nice little trade there. They will lose the Rift Herald for it, but so far, it is still about a 500 gold lead on the side of Wardens.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a misplay there and an overstepping from Karis on the Tristana because you know your jungler's top lane working on the rift. You know you don't have vision of the Liliana. You don't have vision of the mid laner, and you're pushed up all the way to.
Oh,
Um,
the Rift has already dropped top lane. Nightmare Seda a bit too
ooh,
close. We'll get hit by the charge damage. Not much else will happen. Husk
a
is
lot of
there.
plating
It's
from
actually going to
Brady.
be a lot of damage right there onto the Urgot. Does use the E to get out of there. Eris going in on this Annie, trying to do as much as damage as he can before he is forced back. Another tower
Yeah,
plate will fall there. Felios did get a plate solo by himself. Is almost done with that shield bow right now.
yeah. See that Annie get a lot of damage there on Eris on the Yone. Annie very good at kiting out those melee
Oh,
champions, especially having the stun built into her kit. Um, but yeah,
Ornn is
and
there. Well, oh, actually cancels the Urgot with the pillar. I haven't seen that in such a
yeah,
long time.
yeah, very very nice mechanics there. Understanding of the game. Interesting to see. You know, Nightmare Seda was roughly 40% health there. Capaz sitting in that bush. I definitely thought he was going to go in, especially since um, Brady's ultimate is back up already. But I guess really just not wanting to risk it. Capes walked off to reset and buy his items.
All
But
right.
yeah, I'd
Lilia
like to
is in the
see.
bot lane bush here. We could have something happen.
Yes.
The
Ooh.
the ultimate Q will not hit. So that means nothing else will happen. It's going to be back for the ADC. We'll get a shield bow there. Lilia going to go ahead and buy the Oracle Lens as well.
Oh, scaling.
Malski walks straight into the Kha'Zix right there, and that is going to be sending him back to spawn.
Scaling in chat correcting me. Annie and Yon are at the same cooldowns in all ranks. Thank you for the correction there. I just always imagine Annie cooldowns so low because, you know, a lot of those AP items have cooldown built into them. So, you know, especially possibly taking the cooldown runes like Transcendence and things like
Oh,
that would be as
Karis
level 10.
will ult him away. Blue team will have secured the Mountain Dragon. We are going to get ourselves a Cloud Soul.
Cloud Soul. Very good for Annie. Very good for Urgot. Um, even better for the Yone,
Oh,
Lily, and
Kapask
Ornn
is
there.
hit. The Drowsy is there. He is stunned up, locked up, now flashing away.
Oh!
Gonna be enough? No, the Aphelios Q is enough. Young Trendsetter with the shutdown. Here is the Ornhorn that has come all the way across the map. Will miss the long range one, barely missing the sleepy bubble. The flash is there, but Yoink
Oh!
Lebowski with the hook. Exhaust onto the Yumi. Will fall again to another Yon, and Urgot has now joined this fight. Yon ulting away, trying to do as much as he can. No one on his team is willing to take that Urgot ultimate yet. It's not available. Shut down goes to Nightmare Seda. And we're just getting a repeat of what seems the beginning of the last game as well, where GCC
Mhm.
is fighting these early fight success in the early team fights.
Yeah, yeah. Shame to see Wardens fall like that. I think maybe this is playing into the game plan of GCC. They may have let Karis get the Tristana and said, hey, that's fine, but we're going to 5-man gank you repeatedly. That is the second 5-man gank that we've seen on Karis in the bot lane. So possibly their game plan is just say, hey, you can have your champion, but we're
Oh, another
not going
fight.
to let you
Slushy
play
is
the
now
game.
getting engaged on again. Kapesk is here to try and help him, but Slushy is dead. This Yon is all by
Oh.
himself and will fall. Lamowski's hook barely misses. That would have been another kill onto this bot lane. Shield bow is completed for the side of this Aphelios. Now, they will lose the tower, and we are now at a almost even gold state, yet despite GCC being 2 kills up.
Um, yeah, and that's, you know, it's wild to see 2 kills
Oh,
difference with
Kha'Zix
them
is gonna
sitting
go in there.
behind.
Dabrowski flashes, uses the lantern. They know Kha'Zix is there. Will proc the shield bow. It's gonna go ahead and locked up, stunned up.
Oh!
Will miss the Infernum ultimate, so not much else happens there. They do live. Summoner spells had to be burned, though.
I think something that I'm starting to notice as far as Spirit Track's gameplay is he is a very good, competent ADC, but it seems like he struggles with the ult management. I don't know if you've noticed this too, Nitro, but it seems like he is using his ult at maybe inopportune times. It seems we've seen a lot of misses on the Misfortune ult game 1, and we've seen a couple misses now on the Aphelios ult game 2. Yeah, along with using them in situations where maybe it's not gonna secure a kill even if it lands anyway. Um, One of the things that isn't talked about a lot in League of Legends that is talked about a lot in other MOBAs is what's called ultimate economy, and it's basically
Oh, cheap Batar.
oh
We'll find the Ornn here. Ornn is able to dash out barely enough with the ultimate!
what a
Execution, fear beyond death. Lamowski with some pathing arrow walks back in, and young Dreadcenter goes in by himself, not able to drop the ultimate. Now the Yone engages as well. Slushy flashing forward will be able to secure the kill on Eris, but will cost him his life. Double kill. That's going to be another engagement with Tristana. The bomb is not enough. He barely lives with 20 HP. The Ignite won't burn him down. Shilbo really helping him survive. He does have Infernum and Gravitum guns, so no healing built in yet. Slushy flashing between two towers to kill Yone, yet giving his shutdown to the Aphelios.
What a misplay by GCC there. They were like, okay, we're gonna team fight, but we're gonna go single file, right? And it was just kill after kill after kill handed over to Warden, specifically over to Karis. Or sorry, not Karis. Those kills going to Kapesk and Annie. Kapesk worth 300 gold bounty, Annie worth 150 gold bounty now. Yeah, just it seems like a very big misplay, maybe a little bit of miscommunication about timings, seeing them go in one by one there. Possibly also an issue of not having vision of that bush there.
Next little hooker there under Kapesk, but Lamowski doesn't have the aftershock, only has the Guardian. The Ornn Horn knocks up one solely. The Lilia bubble misses, and the first Cloud Dragon of this game is very easily going to be secured by Wardens unless a miracle seal happens. No. Now, if you are GCC, what is your way back into this game?
If you're GCC, I think realistically what you're looking to do is
Oh yeah, Trotsunder will find Kapesk. Does have the sleep ultimate available, will now pop it solely, but it won't matter. Kapesk is just too powerful. That is a lot of chakras. Your spirit tracks will not be able to use them. That's a nice little hook there. Lamowski going back in. The Ornn is blocking AS Parity's possible ultimate. Not else is gonna happen there. Eris is 1v3 alone. And another pick for the side of Wardens. They are slowly getting this game out of hand.
Yes, this is starting to harken back to game 1. Going back to your question about what GCC is supposed to be doing here, I'm not going to tell a team how to play, but I mean,
Eris is in a really interesting spot. There's the Yone ultimate until 3, but it only hits one cheap Batar. Jumps out of the most Emperor bomb due time. Will fall. The Kazakhs will not fall as well. The Annie securing the stun lock of Chorus will knock him back. Double kill to Slushy. This game is not getting blown up. The inhibitor tower is falling at 19 minutes.
Wow, this is going to be a sub 20-minute inhib if they choose to. Looks like they're going to play the safe lane and back off though. Yeah, and it's plays like that. So if we could go back to the replay and look, what GCC is missing here is really what looks to be vision control and communication. They saw They saw Chief Patar and they saw Karis and said, okay, it's just the two of them. He may be fed, but there's four of us, and decided to hop on him, not realizing in the fog of war around the corner was the rest of Wardens of the North. And it's mistakes like that that are leading to GCC's downfall. Taking these fights that they think they have the numbers advantage on, and then realizing, oh, no, we just don't have the vision to see the rest of their team,
It
right?
was
It seems like,
it was a small
sorry, go
correction. They
ahead.
did see the Annie, they did see the Yumi, and they did see the Tristana. Yumi was the first one dead, and they saw Slushy on the ward, though. Just not much else you could do to react, though, with the flash of Annie coming in huge there.
Yes, yeah, that Annie ult is devastating when used correctly. 1 second here.
Oh, we actually have another possible kill hunter. Karis, yes, he will fall. Shutdown is going to go to the Cosmic Zerg. Trendsetter is asleep. He will die. AS Parity is going to flash forward. They're going to focus the Annie solely with Aris here. The Annie ultimate does miss. No stun possible.
Oh,
Aris is there. Chief Patar will
Nitro,
jump
I have
onto
to cut
the
you
Earth.
off. Sorry, I apologize. We're having very bad weather here in the Midwest. We are moving down to the basement. Gonna have to let Nitro Dax follow this one up. I apologize very heavily.
Okay, just stay safe, please.
Yeah,
That's
we
all that
will.
matters. Okay. Well, it has turned into a solo cast. I'm very sorry about that. I would enjoy one of the other casters, if they are listening, to possibly join me and help me out here. All right. It's okay, Monkey. Don't worry. I got this. I just got to sit back into my chair real quick. Yeah, action stance. Exactly. Even though they can't hear you speak. Right now, it is going to be that Aphelios is the carry possibly for GCC. 2-2, still down CS. Does have the serrated Dirk though. Will have the pickaxe going for the collector. Chief Patar will walk up slowly here to a Yone. Will possibly get knocked up. Yes, he will. The exhaust doesn't matter. Flash is burned, but the Yumi is dead. Another kill given up by the side of Wardens. And things like that really hurt the possible team fight. The Lilia bubble will barely miss. That's going to be another engage onto the Kha'Zix. He will have to jump away. If the Infernal Ultim was there, possibly could have been huge damage. 7 seconds on this Cloud Dragon. Looks like we are going to share. Cars will jump in. That's the Aphelio ultimate Q right there. That's a 2-man knockup guaranteed. There is the Annie ultimate is there. And Ars will barely miss with the Yone ultimate as well. AS Parity trying his best, was asleep and will die. And now this is a tower taken. Peska's gonna go in here. We'll get a single kill with Lamowski. And it's gonna be a double kill. This is going to be a triple kill. The bomb barely doesn't kill Lilia. And they have somehow turned this entire fight around from the depths. And it will be Wardens now securing that dragon, pushing themselves to Soul Point. Oh man, what a crazy fight. Oh, sorry about that. I was waiting for somebody else to commentate there. Alright, so Eris is down now. We have finally got everyone respawn. Cars is pushing in the spot lane. We'll shove it in. There's no towers defending the bot lane inhibitor, but they chose to go for the dragon. The smarter play there. Slushy gonna go ahead and clear that. Now interesting things are happening. My mid laner has now changed his name to Rad IRL. I don't know about that one. But we are going to have ourselves a nice interesting position here. Karis is now going to immediately jump in. That's Era's Yone ultimate AM, but Slushy is right there with the Annie Bear to go ahead and make sure that he will not lose his life. Shield bow was not there in time. And now Cars did have to waste Flash, but I don't think much else will come from this. Baron is being started here on the side of war. There's going to be Kapesk on the northern side there of the jungle, trying to see what he can do here. Young Trendsetter will walk directly in front of him. Young Trendsetter using the E right now. Kapesk does not get the assassination, will die to the Baron, but AS Parody trades one right now. That is going to be a huge chakram play if they're able to get it. That's a flash right there. Cars is hit with the hook, and this is the fight that GCC has won, and AS Parody may fall right now. The hook is there. Is it going to be a trade? Yes, it is. But now the Collector procs. It is Annie and Yumi versus Lilia, Yone, and Aphelios. Not much else will be done. They could possibly start the Baron if they so choose to. Slushy will eat the long range one, will also eat the Lilia bubble, and now Air's not having the Yone ultimate. They do back off, getting a single tower so far. Man, what a game so far. Back-to-back forward constantly. Both teams just playing them out right now. Sorry about that. I had to get some water in there. My voice is now slowly coming back. Alright, now we have ourselves a nice interesting game here. Almost a 3,000 gold lead for the side of Wardens. It has been a back and forth tug of war just like game 1 was. And that is a good sound to hear. Hello, Mr. Scalene Circle. Welcome to the cast. Thank you very much for taking the shoes of Mr. Soundwave.
Okay, I have not been watching this game, so...
You have not been watching.
I have not.
Okay, well the Ornn item Blood Ward is completed for the Aphelios. That Forge item is huge for him. So Aphelios is basically a good team portion of his damage. He was able to keep alive, use those chakrams effectively. Young Trendsetter is now going to be possibly caught out.
It doesn't look like Blood Ward is finished. It looks like it was Leandri's that was upgraded.
It says it right there in the chat. Aphelios purchased Blood Ward.
Huh.
It may be a little glitch right there on League's system. Ornn will find the Yumi. They will find the hidden bush tactics. Not fall prey to them. Young Trendsetter is too low, though, to realistically continue any pursuit of a fight. 40 seconds till it could be a soul on the side there of war. That was big damage with just the Aphelios sniper Q. Gonna be hitting him again. Not much else happening. They are playing the vision game of Kha'Zix does want to jump over. Here is the Urgot with the Titanic Hydra. Young Trendsetter did not back yet. Figured he will just heal off of some camps, try his best to do as much as he can. Slushy barely dodging so far. And looking at this state of the game, what do you think, Scalene? Who do you think has the advantage?
Hold on, I can't see the gold lead, so I'm gonna look at Twitch. Okay, gold lead for blue side. Yeah, no, I can see it. It's just a little, like, blocky at the top for me.
Oh, that's gonna be a nice jump in right there on the Aphelios.
You should be able to heal up on the ground there.
One-shots him. He's trying to heal up blue buff, and now the dragon has spawned. It is immediately going to be started. The flash right there of the Young Trendsetter, and it's not going to be a confirmed kill. The Aphelios ultimate goes the wrong way completely. Eris with a huge 4-5-man ulti, and that is going to be a turn fight completely for GCC. It didn't matter that the Aphelios ult went the wrong way. It didn't matter if the Lilia sleep wasn't there. This could be another dragon taken. We have still been pushing forward. AS Parody may have been of more. Will barely dodge the Lilia sleep. And now another nice trade there. 1 for 2 total over that dragon fight.
Swing, I think, is Okay, GCC is red side. I think GCC is gonna win
Oh,
now.
that's actually going to be a possible kill there on Ornn. Does have to use the flash. Get
They
out
have a
of
better
it.
scaling comp. Aphelios about to hit IE, Ornn items are coming in. Looks like they're gonna start out scaling. Especially because Yumi decided to go Moonstone instead of Ludens.
It's true. We have seen Ludens, Yumi being the most popular one of them all.
But yeah,
Infinity Edge,
Aphelios just finished
no.
IE, yeah.
LDR has been completed for this Tristana. Now it is Capest's job, if he can't possibly one-shot that Aphelios, then it is a possible doomed fight. Unless Sushi's able to flash onto him and get him. Capest does do a lot of damage.
Yeah, Spirit Track should look into buying a stopwatch as soon as possible.
I
If he
do
can
think we
stopwatch that
saw those
Aniel, then they
referrals.
can insta-win a fight.
Mortal Reminder also completed for the Yone here to try and cut off that Yumi healing as much as possible. Just a single auto attack onto the Aphelios who will be able to heal it back up.
Okay, is Thresh building Redemption or Knight's Vow here? I would assume Redemption. But I still think he should finish the Thornmail.
I think so too. He has been sitting on this Bramble ever since about 6 minutes into the game.
He also needs to finish his support quest.
Is that not completed support quest?
No.
Oh, Sushi? Possibly
That's
saw it.
it's a 500 completed, but not a 1000.
Okay. Do you still have the things? Well, I guess we'll see soon as Asperity actually gonna get engaged here.
So.
Knocked up, and it looks like Asperity will not be able to barely escape. Capes goes in on Eris, almost fully one-shots the Yone, procs his shield bow, but they will get the red buff as their consolidation prize. Now we are in a very interesting dancing situation. It's going to be a nice little engaged little Mowski barely living, and the Ornn Horn is called, but no one will answer. Nightmare Seda falls, so it's a trade of top laners so far. Kapesk pushing forward, trying to do as much as he can on this Kha'Zix.
Yeah, I just checked. That is not a completed support item for Thresh.
Yeah, I just see he has 3 wards instead of 4.
Okay, looks like GA coming in for Yone, and I believe a Cosmic Drive from Lilia. I don't know what else we're getting with Kindle Gem.
I think it is Cosmic Drive. We have just now broken the 33-minute mark. Baron is started. Lily asleep, only onto Kapesk right now. Nightmare Seda not there for another 4 seconds. The Ornn teleport will be coming in right now. Baron is around 20-30%. Here we go. Ornn Horn not sounded yet. It looks like GCC will immediately start the Baron as well. Lord Horn is sounded. That's going to be a nice secure by the Yone. Another huge 2-man ulti. That's going to be 2 kills right there. Yone barely surviving. No! Will randomly die to the red buff of Tristana. A 2 for 3 with Baron going to the side of GCC.
Okay, yeah, the next dragon can make in 50. That should be secured for GCC. Looks like Yone is actually going Death's Dance and not GA here. So I think the game is probably sealed for GCC with this Baron.
Oh.
Doesn't look like there's much War can do.
It's going to be huge damage right there. Actually, Chorus is one shot! Right there! This Aphelios is too much damage! Double kill Spirit Tracks! Revenge for the first game! Getting one shot by Chorus earlier returns the favor! I asked, did you watch the first game for context?
I watched some of it.
Okay,
I
you
was
were able to
finishing
watch.
some homework.
It's perfectly okay. You were watching Chorus, kind of, heavy burst.
I watched like the first 10 minutes, but so I didn't see many kills.
Okay. Well, you missed a very good bloody back in game.
And
Back
there's
and
also
forth
Venn
game 1.
diagrams.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Just the
Aphelios
Aphelios
with IE
Q.
now, he's kind of just gonna one-shot everything. Okay, he does have the stopwatch too.
Smart purchase there. Another BF sword being completed. Possibly. Don't know what it's for. Next
It's for GA
dragon.
here.
I believe it is for GA as well, I think. And next dragon is the soul confirmed. As we have the Lilia prancing around. We are at 35 minutes. So at around 40 minutes, we will finally get Soul. Nightmare Seda will upgrade his mid laner's item. Blood Ward now completed. Asleep for Karis. Will he burn? Is the Lilia bowling ball gonna do it? No. Cheap Batar is able to keep it alive. This game is giving me flashbacks. I'm so sorry, Nubity. The tower will fall right then and there, and this is possibly going to be the end of this game if GCC can close it out, make it a 1-1 series. Kapesk has his spell shield burned.
Yeah, the only way I see possible for War to win is a flash anti-ult that Aphelios doesn't stopwatch, and it has to hit more than just Aphelios.
Oh, Philios Infernum ultimate is there. AS Parody is the only one hit by that possible sleep, is getting huge damage into him. The Orin Horn is sounded, that will be on Karis. Not much else will happen there. Kapesk is still in these backlines playing guerrilla warfare with these Kha'Zix Ws, trying his best to stop them.
Yeah, at this point in the game, Kha'Zix is kind of useless. Like, no one's ever going to be alone, so he can never catch someone out, and he can't really go in team fights or he gets one shot, so he can't really do anything anymore.
Leandri's Lament now completed. Which is weird, because I thought that I saw that icon a lot earlier.
Yeah, it looked like that was... It still looks like Spirit Track doesn't have Blood Ward, even though he does. It looked like
And the
Rimfire
Rimfire
is upgraded first, but...
The Rimfang gauntlet is also, looks like it's not completed. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, looks like it. Yon finished Death's Dance. It looks like Thresh sold the... What's the item called? The whatever bracer it is.
Crystalline
Thresh
bracelet.
Yeah, Crystalline Bracer.
Now we have positioning over here. Baron in a minute 40. Spell Shield. It's not procced on Kapesk, but they will push in this top. The last outer turret survived for a very long time before it is eventually forced to fall. Almost 38 minutes he stood his ground. Which is pretty unheard of for an outer tower to still be alive at 38 minutes, but...
Yeah, you would think they would just go after it just for the free standing gold.
Very
okay,
true.
Interesting to see Trendseta upgraded his Dark Seal into Majai's instead of going for an actual completed a full item.
Majai's 38 minutes into the game. We'll see.
I mean, at this point, I don't think it's worth it because a single team fight likely decides the outcome of the game with the death timers being long enough.
We are approached the 60-minute death timers, most likely. Full minute with these people if they do fall. Especially if Aphelios does fall. It does have the Guardian Angel now. Which potentially could be really bad if he is caught out with that Guardian Angel, because Kha'Zix can instantly burst them back. Possibly, still, I would have preferred the stopwatch and just hold on to it.
Well, he can just buy. He should just buy another stopwatch now. He shouldn't have. He should place this one forward and buy another stopwatch.
I think at that point of the game, that's exactly what you would do. The 80s carry. Interesting thing to note, it's a death bush right there. Reliquary of the Golden Dawn completed for the Thresh, so everyone on Orin's team has their Orin items. That is huge E damage onto Slushy. Mowski is looking for a potential hook. Kapesk will eat it. The sleep is called. Able to jump away. The ultimate of Aphelios not coming close.
Yeah, my opinion here, I think they should send Yone towards the dragon. Everyone else position at Baron. If
Oh,
anyone
we
else
may
goes to
have a
dragon, then we
potential
can force
gauge
Baron
here
fight.
onto Eris. No.
Okay, looks like they're gonna 5-man fight for dragon.
No, it's actually going to be a split call here. The
Yeah.
Baron will be started by the side there. Yon soloing the dragon, like you said, and that's going to be the Baron instant start. It will melt extremely fast. Lamowski is there first. The Orin Horn is sounded. Kapesk is knocked up. Will secure the dragon, but will fall to the Lilia. That is a huge Yon ultimate. The Lilia sleep is there. Will only hit Brady. But it looks like this game may be over. Spirit Tracks getting the confirmed kill. Those super minions in the base. Yes, you do have the Baron buff, but if you are Tristana Annie, Annie does have the flash available soon here. Maybe this is the defense. We saw miracles with New York Mutants versus, there we go, the two-man Annie ultimate right there. Not enough damage though to burst it, and Annie may eventually fall. Barely survives the Ornn engage, but the Nexus towers have fallen. The Nexus is being hit. Ours will fall. Spirit Tracks flushes in. The inhibitor trolls us. Decides to respawn a little bit early. Not to end the game yet. Give Kapeska a fighting chance to get another kill there. Will still not get it. They killed him twice. Double kill. Back padding. Spirit Tracks 12-3-16, and game 2 goes to the side of GCC. Scaling doesn't do camera. That's fine. I'll do camera.
Oh yeah, I don't have a camera.
Yeah. Young Trend Seta. Very good. We are going to play the Silver Scrapes going to the game 3 because there is no game 5s yet. We will get that during playoffs.
Yeah,
As
from
production.
experience, that Baron call kind of threw the game. If dragon and Baron are spawning at the same time, you can't have the one, like, if you're the team that's going for Baron and the other team is sending one at dragon, 4 at Baron, you have to turn off of the Baron. It's never gonna end anything other than how it did otherwise. Especially since the Yone had TP there. As long as the 4 people played Disruption on the Baron, as soon as they finish dragon and TP in, they have a winning 5v5. It's always a loss.
Alright. I will let you be the analyst because you are the higher rank than me and you see the game in a much different light than I do. I do appreciate all of your input, of course. Stream is now seeing my big orange water bottle that I use for teaching. So, yeah. It's what I use to hit the kids. Of course, that is a lie. I don't actually use that to hit children. Please do not harm any children at all. So we
Well,
are
maybe you
probably
should
going
just
to...
say you don't hit children, because you said you don't use that to hit children, which means that you use something else to hit them.
I use my words. I use my intellect. The ones you hit kids with is much larger. Sure thing, Santa. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and say that as we go ahead and get this all fixed up real quick. So, Scalene, what are you looking for draft-wise for Game 3?
I saw the game 1 draft, and I think that the Kaisa ban was not very good. Let me pull up the draft actually. Give me one moment. No, I'm like looking at the draft from the other games. Yeah, I mean the Kaisa ban R3, just letting GCC have the B1 misfortune, I don't think was a smart play. And then picking Tristana Yumi into Misfortune Leona, I think it's a fine lane for Tristana. Like the Leona is never actually going to kill you because you can buffer the Zenith Blade every time, but it's still not a winning lane. And just giving over the Misfortune is never good.
Yeah, when I saw that initially, I thought that that was a potential really good lane for the Misfortune Leona, because if Tristana does mispuffer that Zenith Blade, then there really is no shot there for them to
Yeah, I
live
didn't
much longer.
see the summoner spells. Did Tristana take cleanse?
No, MF took cleanse.
Okay, I can see the MF taking cleanse against TF and Zac, but I think Tristana should have as well. I mean, like, you just always take cleanse against Leona.
True, game 2, we could have possibly seen the Shaco. Instead, we got the Lilia coming through. That champion was let through by this side
Yeah, they
of
did need
War.
some AP, so I do like the Lilia better than Shaco. Despite, I mean, you do have the option for AP Shaco, but Lilia is much better.
That's true.
I mean, in game 2, the Kha'Zix and Annie, I don't like either of them. I mean, as I was saying, Kha'Zix is kind of useless in 5v5s in this meta. Like, he used to be good for team fighting when you do the Gore Drinker and WMAX build. Or like a couple seasons ago when he had his old ult, where he would go stealth every time he walked in a bush. But right now, like, with the Duskblade build, he gets one shot by everything. So he's really terrible for a team fight, like, comp. And that's what they drafted with Tristana, Yuumi, and Annie.
Okay. I do think that draft differences have to be made here. I do think that teams are already getting on sides. I think it is going to be a red side for the side of War again, blue side for the side of GCC. So, going to change it back up again one last time.
Oh, yes, one more thing from the draft that I noticed from game 1. I think they should have picked Vex B5 instead of Echo.
I
Because
agree with the
like
Vex
almost
there.
every champion, 4 out of the 5 champions on War have something that will lower Vex's passive cooldown with a dash. And if you have the fear passive on your W, it will just cancel the Zaki. Yeah, I can do that. What sides are they?
GCC is blue side and War is red. Gonna go ahead and get that added in real quick. Mr. Scaling, thank you for appearing on such short notice. Do hope Soundwave is perfectly safe, as I do wish all of our players are perfectly safe as well. Just again, as we had issues such as the other night as well with Vacant Tech. But I do think we are going to go ahead, get the spectator link open already. So what exactly are you looking here? Okay, well, there you go, Monkey. There's the link.
We mean offline.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's in the draft links tab.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. GCC is the blue side.
Yep.
I
War
think
is
they
on
should
red.
still go with. I mean, their game 1 bans. I don't think they need to ban Kha'Zix. It did look like it got a lead in early game, in game 2 here, but if they can bring it to late game, again, it's kind of useless.
I agree. But I still think that with how the bans have been in this series, I think Kha'Zix will still get a respect ban.
Yeah, I think they're probably gonna do the same 3 bans, which are fine. If Warden doesn't, I don't think they need to ban Kaisa, R3. I think they should ban Misfortune for sure if they're on red side.
We're ready. Alright, so draft will be started very soon, and both the teams are ready for draft.
GCC is blue, War is red.
Scoreline? It is 1-1 Violet Cap. Monkey. Thank you, young trendsetter. Very cool. Scoreline is 1-1. We are approaching game 3 here as both teams are getting ready for the draft itself, I believe, right now.
Yeah, I think if they're gonna pick Yumi again, they should definitely do Ludens this time.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Again, so Yumi has been picked this entire series for the side of war. I would suggest, seriously, instead of the Kaisa, probably ban the Yumi.
I mean, it doesn't look like Yumi has been a huge problem for them. I do think if the Yumi was going Ludens, it would be more of a problem. Because, like, especially in game 1, like, Tristana had a hard time dying against Misfortune Leona. And if the Yumi can poke out the Misfortune, they can actually go in and kill her. Especially with Tristana Cleanse, if Tristana had Cleanse. It opens up the possibility for solo kills. Okay, Trundle ban, B1.
Alright, Talon now banned away as well. GCC will also ban away the Silas. This looks like Sushi's not going to get that pick again this entire series.
Interesting they kept with the Kaisa ban. I really wonder why. Like, did they see something in scrims or somewhere else where he's just popping off on Kaisa? Because it's been weaker in the meta, and they're not banning Misfortune from blue side. I'm expecting just a Misfortune B1
Yo
here.
is banned. So the Yumi ban goes through, but not the Tristana. And the Lucian blue
Okay.
side. B1 Lucian.
This is what I think should have happened earlier. Like, against the Misfortune in game 1, you can just R1, R2 Lucian Nami. So now the option, they have the option to take Nami away and force Lucian to another support, which like lessens the power of Lucian, but Nami is also not great with anything other than Lucian.
Misfortune is actually going to be picked up here on the side of war. Actually, no, it'll be the Thresh.
Interesting. I
So
think,
Lucian
I mean,
Nami is confirmed in because they did pick the Twisted Fate Thresh.
you know the
And
Nami is
the
coming from
Graves
blue
is
side.
also there. Would you pick Graves here?
I mean, yeah, I mean, if you have an AP pick ready for mid, then yeah, I think it's fine.
I do think the Graves is the pick here if you are going to pick it because they will just ban it away.
Kiana, yeah,
It's the
no, yeah, Kiana's probably better, honestly.
Kiana is locked in. I think this is our first Kiana jungle. And Misfortune hovered still. Will be picked most likely by the side of Wardens, so it'll be a Misfortune Thresh. Which I haven't really seen a lot of, and I don't think works as well. It will be the Aphelios. Okay, so
Thresh Aphelios is a
GCC.
solid lane, but I would have liked to see Aphelios Lulu, because people have been picking into Lucian Nami these days.
True.
You can, if you polymorph the Lucian when he dashes in, then Aphelios gets the free trade, and it scales way better than Lucian Nami. So it's pretty favorable matchup.
Diana from Eris is banned away. Still J4 also banned away. The Orn banned away, and the Zac hover ban.
Yeah, I like the Ornn ban. GCC needs to invest something into late game, and Ornn definitely gives you some late game power.
So now red 4 here on the side of Wardens. You have a Flash, you have an Aphelios, and you have a Twisted Fate. What would
They
you pick here?
should be looking for a pushing top side that Twisted Fate can TP to.
So the Urgot maybe?
Yeah, Urgot, Kennen, one of the two, I think. Nocturne is good. Yeah,
Nocturne.
Nocturne is good as well. Because now, if you pick an Urgot, I think a Kennen pick should come in. Because if you can port Twisted Fate top lane and also have Nocturne in R range,
Mordekaiser
get the
now the
cannon very far
hover.
ahead.
And the lock in for GCC. Nightmare Seda gonna bring out the Mordekaiser.
I think that's good for two reasons. It kind of neutralizes the Urgot because Mordekaiser's a counter matchup. But it also makes it harder to 3-man gank top lane because he can just bring one person into the death realm. Okay, so is that a Kiana mid then with Viego jungle?
Oh! Tom Kinch, the instant response locked in. So we are gonna have a Kiana mid?
Okay. Yeah, with those last two picks from GCC, I'm gonna say I favor Ward's draft very heavily here. If GCC doesn't get a huge lead in bot lane, like with Kiana rooms, then I don't see any way they can win it in the late game. Wardens should just be looking to neutralize, like stabilize mid until level 6, and then 4-man dive bot with Twisted Fate Nocturne. Tom Kench should just be looking to not die against Mordekaiser.
True. It is a hard matchup for anybody to kill Tom Kench. We are gonna get in draft here. So win conditions for you. Is it I think it's letting this Ophelia scale for the side award. Basically
So
allow them to
yeah,
have a
for
better
Wardens,
mid game.
it's just wait for Twisted Fate and Nocturne 6 and then 4-man dive off cooldown. The only way GCC wins is if Lucian Nami gets a huge kill advantage. So if you can just dive them repeatedly, then there's no way they can do that, and then Aphelios can run away with the late game.
True. It is interesting to see where this Kiana goes. Makes you wonder, could it possibly be Mordekaiser jungle?
I doubt it. I think Viego and Kiana are both better than Mordekaiser jungle.
Well, I agree, but we've seen Mordekaiser jungle picked in this league before. I think that was a pick Kapesk played actually, week 1. And was the best on his performing on his team with it. So it is going to small little issue there on the draft. Nightmare Seda accidentally locks in the Jarvan. Is instantly swatting that. And we will reset the draft again. Guess he was thinking that it was a 5-ban. Rest
You
in
know,
peace,
I
Seda.
did that last week.
It's okay.
I'm not used to being the person banning, so I accidentally banned or picked something that was banned because I thought it was 5 bans in a row.
Perfectly fine.
I mean, this early game is gonna have to be all GCC focused. Like, if they can't get anything done, then mid game and late game should just be all Wardens. If Kiana gets behind here, then there's no way they can make Rome's bot lane, and then the game should just be over.
I agree. So it is Mordekaiser top. We have that confirmed. Now we are gonna see if it's Young Trendsetter on the Kiana. It's Young Trendsetter on the Viego. It is Viego, so it's Kiana mid. To hopefully try and kill this Twisted Fate. What do you think about this now?
It is a good matchup in Twisted Fate. I mean, Kiana's one-shot combo is actually just undodgeable because her E auto aims.
It's true.
So she should be looking to push out and make some roams, and then or just one-shot Twisted Fate in lane. If she doesn't get a lead, then I don't see anything
Can't
happening.
4-man dive bot if you're responding from base constantly.
Yeah, I mean, and she can 100 to 0 Twisted Fate as soon as she hits level 6.
Very true. Kiana has been a very busted champion.
Yeah, it's my new permaban. I've stopped banning Graves, started banning Kiana.
I'd rather deal with the Graves. So now we are getting everything locked in here. 3 minutes. Any key victories other than GCC? We did say the Lucian Nami kill lane. Anything else you think, GCC? Now that we see where everything is?
I mean, Mordekaiser should win the lane matchup. I don't expect anything to happen up there. Tomken should just be playing to not die. I don't really see anywhere Viego can actually gank. Twisted Fate should be looking to freeze outside his turret. Bot lane should be freezing as well, just waiting for Twisted Fate ults. Honestly, Warden should just be freezing every lane until late game. They get no advantages from pushing and allowing Viego or Kiana to gank.
Alright, sorry about that. I was just texting my girlfriend. She's now falling asleep. I wanted to wish her a good night. Alright, so we are waiting in our 3-minute rune prison by the spectator delay, of course. Are there any picks you possibly would have done differently?
I don't think I would have picked Viego or Mordekaiser. I think you need harder scaling, and they need more CC. Because Kiana needs to have ice to CC. Nami Bubble is not a reliable engage tool.
You're thinking maybe something else here, like Malphite?
Yeah, like Malphite actually looks pretty good here. Most of the damage on Wardens is physical damage. Twisted Fate not really doing too much magic damage with the Everfrost and Rapid Fire Cannon build.
Something else, maybe like Shen as well, to help set that up potentially.
Yeah, both
Also,
of those
we'll
look
use
better.
that stand united.
Yeah, Shen and Malphite looks way better than Mordekaiser in this.
I mean, even then, if you are going to use the Mordekaiser, why not use something else that has like more team fight ability as well? Maybe the Kennen.
Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna draft Shen or Malphite, they do need some AP, so I think they should have gone like Shen or Malphite and then Lilia jungle.
Lilia was not banned, and yet Trendsetter was very well performing on it, so.
It just rounds out the team comp better and gives them more options. They can make
But
picks with Lilia Sleep, or they can do something with the Shen or Malphite to actually engage a team fight. Right now, Kiana is the only one that can really reliably engage. It's gonna be hard to do against Thresh and a Rapid Fire Cannon Twisted Fate. Especially if Tom Kench has the reaction time to eat the Aphelios. Like if they're
so
not able to one shot the Aphelios, then team fight is just lost.
yeah, that's true. I agree with that. Now we are gonna get into game soon. The spectator delay only about another 40 seconds. Personally, I do think my pregame prediction it is a 1-1 series. I have been seeing how these games played out. It is bloody. It is scrappy. So I think the scrappiness may benefit GCC more, depending on who the kills go to. If that Kiana gets super ahead, then it really is going to be a problem for War to try and find anything because you do engage, but Kiana ult in the river also stuns as well, guaranteed, and that is a lot of damage that you can't really have a chance to block. But I personally think it is going to be a GCC victory. I would also be surprised if it's a War victory as well. What are you thinking, Scaling?
I'm gonna say Warden's victory. I just checked the game length for the other two games, and they both lasted about 40 minutes. And at that point in time, Wardens should have easily outscaled GCC. If it's gonna take them that long to close out games again, then Wardens should easily be able to win late game.
True. GCC was super ahead in that game one, wasn't able to close it out though.
Okay, I mean, interesting summoner choice here. Lucian with Cleanse and Nami with Exhaust. If they're playing a kill lane, they really shouldn't have that.
No, you would think the Ignite would come through.
I would also have liked to see heal on Aphelios and exhaust on Thresh.
So is she going with the unsealed spellbook again? That Twisted Fate used it quite a bit that first time in the first game. True Damage Kiana. Electrocute, pretty normal spells right there. No Electrocute Nami, will be Airy Nami.
Yeah, Eri Nami has more play overall, but I think specifically Lucian Nami, Electrocute's way better.
I think so too. I think you're losing on a lot of potential damage there as well.
Like, it does give you more healing power, but you really just want the damage. But,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
want to be able to
with
abuse that
the
early game.
Summoner spell and Rune setup here, I actually think that Aphelios Thresh just wins this lane. I mean, Lucian
Okay.
can cleanse the exhaust, but without Ignite and without Electrocute, I don't see them killing Aphelios through Guardian. I mean, if they had heal, it'd be even harder. Like, with heal exhaust, there would be no way for Aphelios to die in this lane.
I agree.
But
Couple
before the game even
misplays.
starts, looking better for Wardens.
Couple of pre-game misplays. You know, sometimes you make the wrong decision. Sometimes you mess up, but sometimes in your head you justify it. So it's most likely what happened. Young Trendsetter did get super ahead on the Viego, but did go Bruiser Viego with the Divine. So he was playing nerfed Viego. Do you think we're gonna see Bruiser Viego again, or do you think we'll see crit this game
I mean,
actually?
I still think Bruiser Viego is better, but I haven't really seen many Viegos, so I wouldn't know how well crit is.
Alright, as we load onto the Rift here, now it is going to be a really telling game. So far, 1-1. This will decide standings as well. Actually has a decent impact on the standings in the bottom half. This is basically going to be a 6th place game. War is right there at 7th. GCC is there at 5th. So far, it's 4-1 for them. If they do win this series, they will overtake TPP in the standings.
It's okay, we had a bye.
Yeah, they had it by the first week.
It says TAD had a bye first week.
Was it TAD?
Oh, GCC
Sorry,
had a bye
GCC
second
was
week.
second week. My
Yeah.
bad. My bad. I mean, yeah, you still had a bye, but you know they won their series, and then you'll win your series hopefully. So
Minions have spawned.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to reschedule that one though, because it's on Halloween.
is it on Halloween? It is on
Yeah,
Halloween.
this coming
We have
Sunday
2
is
games
Halloween.
on Halloween.
From what I've seen, it looks like both games are looking to be rescheduled.
Okay.
So we're
I
probably
think
gonna have
we.
a lot of games on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Probably. Uh, Thankfully my team doesn't play.
Oh, you have the bye this week? You played
Do have
against
the
Rev last
bets.
week, so you get the bye.
Yes, Rev is the bye team.
Honestly, I was surprised to see that every team has their bye after playing Rev.
Because they're the 9th place team. They're the 9th team. So, the bye is immediately after. Lami W. Some decent poke there onto Lucian. Or, not Lucian. Thresh, sorry.
Yeah, traditionally enchanters are a counter to Thresh. I mean, if he doesn't hit hook on them, he can't really do anything else to them. He bullies other engaged supports because of his range advantage, but he loses to almost all enchanters because they have better base damages.
Hey, the support player said it, not me. He understands the role much better than I do. I just play the role and I win in my solo queue games. Which, I've noticed you've been stopping by my stream. Thank you a lot, Scaling.
Yeah, I did
I know
look at
it's...
it the other day.
Yeah, and today.
Okay, TF is up CS in this lane. It looks like Kiana is just perma pushing into him. Okay. I would like to see TF slow push here, wait for the next wave to come in, and then
Oh.
use everything he has to crash and get a cheater recall.
That's actually gonna be a flash right there. Felios Q is there. The hook will land onto Nami. She still flashes the W. Doesn't matter. First blood on the Aphelios. And another fight top lane. Nightmare Seda is doing a ton of damage. Will not get it. And this is going to be a gank mid. There's the Kiana W. The Ignite is there, but it's a trade. And the Triumph saves his life.
Yeah, this game could not be going worse for GCC right now. Lucian Nami losing lane and Kiana losing lane now. Both of their win conditions are now behind. I mean, I think this is a result of just having exhaust and cleanse.
Oh,
I think Nami could have lived there with heal.
I think Nami does live there with heal too.
That was
Oh,
just
no.
unfortunate on the mid gank there. TF was one tick from death.
It was super close.
He's coming back to lane with the cloth armor. I don't think Kiana can kill him anymore.
Oh. Just trading up there in the top lane. Nightmare Seda is actually pretty healthy.
It looks like they can set up a top dive.
Kiana is going to try and engage on the Twisted Fate. I don't think she hit the Q with the water element, so no root there.
Interesting to see Viego recalling here.
Oh,
I
nice
feel like
bubble right there into Thresh. Procs the Guardian hook, instantly gonna go out onto the Nami. There is the Lucian E forward. Aphelios is instantly exhausting him after almost all the damage has already been dropped. But nice trade there with the slow, hitting the Infernums.
I would like to have seen Viego go for a top dive there before Nocturne came up. Tom Kench has been sitting at 150, 200 HP for the last minute and a half, and Viego did Krugs and then channeled a recall. They even had the top wave pushing into the tower against Tom Kench. It looked like a free dive angle.
That's another E hit. Nightmare Seda getting these nice trades there. Tom Kench is suffering, but he has the gray skin, so he'll be able to live much longer. Big Lemowski is mid. That's going to be a nice engage right there by Eris. Nami is there, deters much more aggression possible as they do see the Nocturne.
Yeah, the cloth armor just has so much value in this lane. The 10 armor early game just does so much against double longsword.
Now, this is going to be really interesting to see as well. Can this Mordekaiser actually become a position to carry this game?
Nocturne's looking for a gank.
It is. The teleport's there. Now,
he is 6 though.
Kapesk has taken him to the
He
Shadow
was
Realm.
walk in the tower range though, so Mordekaiser can't finish him off.
Tom Kench now Wing in, trying to go ahead and keep this engage going. Slushy is there. Flash is there. Gonna be a confirmed kill, maybe? I don't think so. I think it's barely not enough. The Eve pulling back too. Barely cost him his life. Young Trendsetter will complete the dragon in the meantime. Infernum Q will go ahead and get the Gravitum suit on
it's a good
the
roam for
Lucian.
Fate to force out the Mordekaiser flash. He should look to punish that lane while Flash and ult is down with his ult. Because he didn't actually have to use Destiny to roam up there.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
right now. He should push out his
teleport.
midwave right now. Mordekaiser just TP'd back onto Tom Kench's side of the lane. Nocturne's up there. This is a free kill.
Nocturne is here as well. This is actually going to be another fight as well. Instant swallow as he gets the 3-hit passive.
Should be a kill.
This is going to be, I think, a guaranteed kill unless they don't have the damage for it. Bot lane is another engage right there. Nami is super low. Aphelios will get the confirmed kill. Young Trendsetter will go ahead and make sure his support lives, and there's no kill top.
Did Slushy have his TP cancelled, or did he just not use it? Because he cast Destiny and didn't teleport anywhere.
I think it was cancelled. I think he was probably looking bot lane.
Yeah, it looked like bot lane was waiting for him to teleport in.
think he was possibly channeling it bot lane, not top lane. Which is really sad. That was a confirmed
Looks like
Mordekaiser
some,
kill.
yeah, looks like some missed opportunities from Slushy there. And he buys Tabai first item, so now he's not going to do any damage.
Going ahead and rushing that. Tabai at this early in the game, well, does shut down that AD mid laner.
Yeah,
Means
like,
that
Kiana
the
will be able
gold
to kill
card.
him, but he can't do anything.
That means that the TF gold card does about 90 damage.
Yeah,
Just-
TF is just a stun bot right now. He can't. With nothing more than base damages, he really can't do anything.
We'll eat the honey fruit, trying his best there.
I think he should look to swap off of this exhaust, take a ghost, and then just run to a side lane after pushing away Vin. He has to start getting some assists, especially since he's going down in CS and mid lane here. He recoups some of the gold with the TF passive, but
It is about a 20 CS lead right now. 25. Almost about to be a 30. Nightmare Seda. He's getting traded again top lane. He's gonna get swallowed up, but don't think he's gonna face
very good
potentially any
trade from
death
Tom.
here. Actually,
This should be a kill.
Tom Kench. The Q through the minions is not going to be confirmed right now. Flash to hit the confirmed. Nightmare Seda has fallen. The thresh hook right there. The calling is there. Aphelios using the exhaust. That's going to be a dash away. A single kill going on to Lamowski. A
Yeah, this is what I was
teleport from
expecting.
Twisted
The instant
Fate.
4-man bot lane.
It's going to be Kiana escaping with her life.
Yeah, that's what should have been happening the whole time. As soon as anything
Bot
happens,
turn.
bot just
We'll
instantly
walk
people.
in on that. That's a huge stun. That's a potentially second kill right there. Oh no, Spirit Tracks thought he got hit by the hook, instantly pops the cleanse anyway. This could potentially be another kill on Chief
risky from the
Tar.
thresh.
This is very risky. Eris is hit by the Gravitum Q. We'll get hit with another one, but Chipitar now backing away.
They still see him on a ward there. Kiana has flash EQ. Yeah, flash EQ and then WQ will just kill him.
Oh, Kiana not gonna flash. We'll hold it.
I think she could kill both of them there, actually.
I think so too. I think nerves or
Probably
maybe something.
underestimating his damage.
Eris will not go in, so the Kiana does not get much from it. We'll get the kill on Nocturne, guaranteed, yes, but much else happens from it.
Okay, Tom Kench finishes Anathema's Chain's first item, and now Mordekaiser kind of just can't deal damage to him.
Yeah, that item, right, touted that was one of the best items that they made for this new season.
And honestly has not seen much use outside of top lane, just where Tom Kench buys the first item. Even though it's cheap, it's still a little too expensive for supports.
I do agree with Auto Lunch here in the chat. It does go the Tabbies instead of Seekers. The Seekers are much better here. So we do have 5 people bot. Tom Kench is the odd one out. Does not have the teleport. That's the instant Nocturne and gold, and he will steal the kill. It cost him his life, but that is a great TF flank, and that will get another kill on Lamowski as well. That is the Mordekaiser ultimate onto Mr. Aphelios. He will not live to tell the tale. The ultimate is there, and that's another kill. Lamowski not falling. Sorry, I meant to say Eris. My bad. But
That's exactly
so
what
far,
GCC needed to stay in the game.
that was a 4. Oh no, Lamowski did die. It's my bad. So that was a 4 for 1. No,
It was,
3
I think
for
it was
1.
yeah, 3 for 1.
3 for 1. Dragon is stolen, so no Ocean there, and it is another Cloud Dragon. Lucian potentially gonna go ahead and get Tower Plates, choosing to recall safely. Thresh Hook is there to secure his ADC's safe passage.
A little unlucky from Kars to not get a crit on his ult. I think if he did get the crit, I mean he only has 1 crit click, but if he did get the crit, it probably would have just team wiped GCC. He did hit a 4-man Infernal ult. but just doesn't do any damage with the items he has right now.
Lemowski almost instantly died from it. Did have to get finished off by the Twisted Fate. Now,
Yeah, it
lost
looked
chapter
good for
completed.
war, but they just didn't have the damage.
Mercedes will be fighting this Tom Kench again. And Tom Kench kind of just being Tom
Doesn't take
Kench.
any damage.
Doesn't take any damage at all. The champion is completely
Okay,
fair.
they know Mordekaiser ult is down. They should look for a top dive here.
Capes
Especially
will
with the
do the
Nocturne already
grump.
there.
Young Trinsetta, I believe he's gotten a single one of his own grumps this game. Death
Wave is
Realm is
pushing
coming
in.
up soon.
I think even if Death Realm comes up, they should be able to finish him off before.
Right there, Mordekaiser is gonna get instant engaged on. The flash is there. Capes will flash away as well from the paranoia. He was tanking damage for it. Mordekaiser ult simply not there enough in time. 20 seconds out now.
I don't know if either of those flashes were necessary, to be honest.
I don't think the Mordekaiser flash was entirely necessary. I think you accept your death there. But now you blow the flash, so you're not able to really contest much more. Ninja
Yeah, he really
Tabby's
wanted to hold that for
completed.
team fights. Because if he could flash out Aphelios, then they have a huge opportunity to win the team fight while Aphelios is in the Death Realm.
Nice bubble there onto Thresh, but Tabbies are completed now. It looks like tower plating will be completed. That's a huge calling. Nice damage there. Think he could have just probably done his full combo and then performed the calling to execute the kill. But
Yeah, I would have
Thresh's
liked
Lantern
to
is
see
there.
him by Gale Force instead of Kraken Slayer.
Kraken. I do think that that would have been the better purchase, but I guess somebody's going to need to melt that Tom Kench. Since really, who else can realistically
it
do
looks
it?
like it should be Viego's job to kill Tom Kench, but like, after you kill everyone else, since he did go Anathema's Chains, he doesn't have damage to kill anyone, so you can just kill everyone around him and then kill him last. But the Gale Force just gives so much value to Lucian.
I do agree with you. I'm just saying right now is we have a hook right there. Lucian dashes in, does a nice little combo. Not much else will happen from it. Doesn't get the Kraken Slayer proc on the Thresh. The double shots are only the first two. Yana gonna get the root right then and there, but he takes a tower hit, making the trade not exactly worthwhile. It's gonna be a Capes actually gonna instant engage right there. Is he gonna be getting the kill? Yes, he is, and that's another engage right there in the bot side. Thresh hook is not there yet, but it will be the flash forward by Aphelios. 2 kills right there. Shut down 3 for nothing for the
That
side
was a
of
great
Wolf.
use of the Destiny. Giving Vision for Nocturne to ult, then letting the bot lane engage there. That was a really good use of the Destiny, even though he didn't end up using the teleport.
He was using these utility Twisted Fates ultimate in game 1. Now it is going to be Young Trendsetter trying his best to defend as well as he could, but they will back off. The dragon is coming up in about 15 seconds. Nightmare Seda will get his team's tower. It's 450 gold. First turret.
Okay,
Gold.
GCC should look to rush the dragon. They know that war reset to buy after that
Oh,
team fight.
Lemowski will walk straight into the Nocturne. Is exhausted. Capes will get the kill here, and that's going to be the Viego ultimate. Is it going to be enough? The flash is there. And now you don't have a jungler to steal this dragon with, and Young Trendsetter will be heading straight towards it to start it. Oh, we actually have a potential fight here. Tom Kench is positioning high. Will knock up Young Trendsetter. And Tom Kench is basically by himself right now. Does have to flash over the wall. An aggressive W will not pay off.
Yeah, looks like the dragon's just gonna go to GCC for free now.
There it is, secured by the Mordekaiser passive. Kiana
I think
looking to
Warden's
do
gonna
something to
fight
this
there.
Thresh here. Will miss the Q. Thresh is able to get a lot more there. The final tick of the night with the calling will confirm the kill to Eris.
Does force out the Kiana ult though.
Does force out the Kiana ult. 25 CS up already in this mid lane. potentially could be higher. But I don't think, I think 25 is the basin, 20 to 25 is where we'll see Kiana do the most. Rift Herald, young Trendsetter's favorite objective, is now being started.
I mean, after plates fall, Rift Herald is pretty useless other than making objective plays, and taking it right now when the next dragon spawns in 4 minutes, I don't think.
Oh, Kiana is gonna go in. Don't think much else will happen though. That is going to be Rift Herald secured. That's going to be an engagement. Illusion, he dashes in with no vision. Knew the Nocturne was nearby, still chose to dash in. That was a huge misplay from Spirit Tracks, who's usually a very smart player.
I mean, that's what can happen when they send so many people to Rift Herald. Usually the only time you want to do Rift Herald after plates have fallen is if you have all your waves already pushed in and there's nothing else for you to actually do. But they left Aphelios alone in bot lane to get a couple of waves. So bot wave now pushing into them, they have no one to go catch it. Top wave they had pushed in. Mid wave was resetting still, so they had to send someone bot lane to cover that wave, but they just sent 4 people to Rift Herald. Lucian goes to mid wave and then just overextends and dies for it.
And here comes Tom Kench again, just to make sure that no fun can be had top. Looks like Nashers will be the item completed next here from Mordekaiser. Rift Maker is procced. He is eaten alive though. It is just solo for him right now. We get the cavalry is on their way.
Yeah, even with Rift Maker, there's no way he can 1v1
is
the Tom
just
Kench.
getting solo killed. Flashes that, barely dodges that, but Aphelios is here to confirm the kill. Karis will get that one as a courtesy gift of the Tom Kench.
Yeah, there's just no way he can do anything in the Tom Kench after the chains are built.
No,
he can probably 1v1 anyone but Tom Kench at this point.
It's gonna be a nice little engage right there onto Kiana. She's not able to get her ultimate off, and that is another kill. Lamowski falls as well. The destiny is there. Young Trendsetter trying to confirm the kill. Wolzonia's the ultimate shutdown again. This game is getting out of hand for GCC.
Yeah, I mean, with Aphelios getting all of those kills, I don't really see what GCC can do anymore. Like, 7-2, he should have another item on recall. Going towards Infinity Edge already at 20 minutes. There's not going to be much he can do once he finishes it.
They will start the Baron here. Try to basically confirm that for the next push. Potential end. Wards are coming in. Mordekaiser is there. Kiana a bit further away with the Nami. I don't think there's a real shot that they do get anything else other than a contest. That's a flash forward that is actually going to knock the ADC out of the Kiana ultimate, the anti-synergy, but Capes will get shut down. So they do stop 2 of the Barons, but that was a potential huge 1,000 gold going to the Kiana, and it just won't happen.
Yeah, it looked like she went to finish the Twisted Fate thinking that the Aphelios was just already confirmed to death, but
oh, Tom Kench does teleport there, is knocked up, locked up, and they lose another one.
With the Rift Herald here, they should be able to take the mid tier 2 and get the charge on Inhibitor. If Aphelios stays, they should look to dive.
Here we go. That's gonna get 1 down. They will get the charge in the Inhibitor, not much else. The Thresh is walking up very securely. They must have a play in mind here. Lamowski is by himself.
Yeah, they don't have TP on Tom Kench side.
They will flash right then and there. It's gonna be a huge engagement. Aphelios is taken down to super low HP. No confirm yet. Will now get it with the Lucian. And Capes is there still. The Lucian trying his best. Double kill. Stunned Nightmare Seda. Not much else is gonna happen. A quadra kill for this Nocturne.
Honestly, somehow that play works out. I honestly thought it was just gonna be really losing for War. I think if GCC had not left the Nami alone there, then when Thresh goes in there, you can just instantly kill him. I mean, thankfully they get the shutdown on Aphelios, so they don't totally lose there. 1,000 gold on Kiana is a lot, but I don't know if it's enough to change the outcome here.
And now the second Cloud Dragon of the game is secured. We will get our next one at around 27 and 40. Last game we had those dragons go all the way to 40 minutes.
Yeah, with the way the game is looking so far, it looks like it's going to be another 35-40 minute game, which is exactly what War wanted, drafting the Aphelios.
It's very true. Spirit Tracks was one-shotting before. And now this Tom Kench is kind of massive. Did die there. That is exactly what happens if you expect that to happen. That's going to be a hook onto the Lucian right now. Immediately going to get knocked out. Alton Capes may have not lived far enough. Karis is on the side here. The Kiana ultimate is used against the Major 3. There is the Mordekaiser ulti. Karis is actually playing this really insane. He solo kills him in the ultimate. Kiana will barely survive. Will most likely fall to the Thresher. Viego 1v3 is not enough. There's going to be the Destiny up top to try and secure that kill on Kiana, which
Yeah,
I
I mean,
don't believe happened.
no, Kiana was able to recall in the jungle there. But with Aphelios being able to 1v1 Mordecai inside the Death Realm, it doesn't look like GCC can do anything anymore. Aphelios is about to finish Infinity Edge, and then he'll just one-shot everything.
Blue team's
True,
Like from what we saw
Mamowski-
last game, where he was two-shotting the AD carry and killing Yumi in 2 auto attacks.
Yeah, we
That's what
did
he's gonna
see
be doing to
that.
Lucian and Nami.
That's actually going to be a kill there. A shutdown given to Lucian. That was an extra, what is that, 500 or 300 gold?
500 there. Does an 800 gold kill. Huge to give over to Lucian, but with no objectives up on the map, it's not the end of the world. There's nothing they can actually get off of the kill other than the gold.
Still nice to have that in your back pocket, though.
Aphelios does finish the IE here, so
completed. Aphelios is humongous at this point.
right now we should just invest into defensive items. If he doesn't get one shot by Kiana, they instantly win the game.
Think so as well. If you can dodge the Kiana ult and the Viego ult, then he is golden. Then we did see Aphelios get hit by Kiana ult and survive as well, so there has to be another guaranteed damage source. Kiana is not that fed yet. Did
Yeah, I
go
don't
for
think
the
she has the
Ionian
damage to
boots.
kill. I think she's buying a Serpent's Fang here, which is definitely needed against Shield Bow plus Locket and Guardian. Otherwise,
agree,
she's never going to be able to finish off Aphelios.
Serpent's Fang kind of become very meta. Even AP characters are buying Serpent's Fang.
Yeah, I saw an Akali build Serpent's Fang today, which I was surprised about.
Jesus. Don't tell Dream to me.
Yeah, it was a Challenger Akali.
Professor Akali?
No, the guy's like actually just 800 LP Challenger, and he built
Oh, so
Lich Bane
he's not-
Serpent's Fang.
Oh, he's not so facing off against bronze players. Got it. Cool.
He actually just built Lich Bane into Serpent's Fang first 2 items. Kind of just griefed the game.
I imagine you lost this game?
And I was against the Akali, so I won.
Oh, okay. Alright, getting back into this game though.
Yeah, Kiana does finish the Serpent's Fang here. Huge purchase. Might be able to actually kill the Aphelios now.
Now Dragon is coming up in 40.
Okay, I wonder what
Yeah.
that Zeal for Aphelios is going into. Could be a PD, Rapid Fire Cannon. I was hoping to see like a Death Dance or a GA come out, but looks like he's gonna another attack speed item.
Kench, just warding. Leads a Radiant Blaze to the face. He's gonna get hit a lot more there. Hit by the bubble as well. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
just
that
2
Aphelios.
splash auto attacks on the ward. Almost one shot. Actually, he might be going Rune Ins here with that Zeal. Didn't even think about that.
I think it most likely is a Runeins. I think you're Kiana, you're kind of low here. That's going to be a nice engage right there. Eris has been eliminated. Nice
Hook onto
thresh hook
Nami.
there, canceling a lot right there. Nami is going to fall shortly after Mordekaiser. You are in the death realm, but Tahm Kench is the one you have to fear. That's going to be another confirmed kill. Double the amount of kills this game. Baron is now instantly the target. Young Trendsetter, the only survivor. The horrors that he has seen, he hasn't been able to speak about.
Yeah, Dragon and Baron going over to war here. I mean, they should be able to walk down mid with this Baron and end the game.
Should be able to, unless we get a miracle defense again.
Yeah, it was a
Don't
little
think it will
unlucky in that
happen.
team fight that Nami flashed into her team with the hook still on. Like, the frame the hook was hitting, she flashed back into her team, so Thresh got a better positioning after taking the hook.
That's gonna be the box used, and Aphelios just walked straight up and he's shut down by Kiana!
That was a huge throw.
Oh, that's actually gonna be a nice thing. Kazpek is gonna engage himself on the
Yeah,
Viego!
when Viego takes the Aphelios, he gets the shield bow, so not gonna die there. I don't think they actually have removed that interaction yet.
So they get the Baron, they get the winning fight. Aphelios face checks a Kiana Viego. I guess he walked into the bar and expected to come out on top, but not this story.
Yeah, it's a little interesting to see. I mean, doesn't even have Baron anymore now.
It does reduce the
I
Baron
don't
a
know why they
lot.
didn't take the safe play. Just get the Baron and recall, and then you can walk it down mid for free.
Oh,
Maybe
well,
in
some,
Shider turn.
well, some catch up though, but still about a good 5k gold difference, 5.2k.
Okay, TF finishes Zonia's. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard for anyone on war to die other than Aphelios right now.
Frozen Heart
There's
is complete.
So many shields and armor. Knight's Vow coming out from Thresh on the Aphelios. It's just so hard to actually kill anyone.
True, requires the entire team just to burst that character.
Yeah, it looks like Nocturne is going into a GA now too.
Smart move. Did that as well, game 1.
Aphelios with Rapid Fire Cannon. That's not what I was expecting.
I wasn't expecting that either. I don't think
Yeah,
I've seen that.
I think PD or Runeins were both better.
I much rather agree with the Runeins.
I mean, and I still think GA or Death Dance would be better than any attack speed item here. He just needs to not die.
I
He already
think
has
if
enough damage to
Aphelios
kill everyone.
dies, then that's it.
Yeah, his death is the only way they lose, because if Viego possesses his soul, then he now has Aphelios' stats and can kill everyone.
That is true.
That's just gonna kill
And
Nami.
he's training so
Yeah.
far. Nami is
Auto Q auto.
sent back to the realm of the dead. As Lemowski's 9th death this game so far. The base is being broken here.
Interesting to
What-
see they're giving up the siege.
What
don't know
is the
why.
Hail Mary?
Yeah, the Lucian just gets one shot by one Aphelios auto on the Nocturne.
That is huge damage right there as the fight continues to break down. Sorry about that, boys. I am getting very tired. I do have to go to work at 8 AM. So I'm sorry to get a little bit sleepy. My natural clock is turning off. That is going to be a 3-0 though. The base is falling. Are we going to have our fastest game of the series so far? 4-man Nami
Looks
bubble
like
does
it.
hit the Twisted Fate again, but Lucian has fallen. And it will be the game, set, match, series. Wardens of the North will go ahead and int for the final kill. Kilimowski, give him 10 deaths, and they will take this series 2-1. No, I don't. I want to turn my game back on. Okay. I'll turn
Yeah,
it
I
back on.
don't own a webcam. Uh,
Alright. Rapid is OP, rapid fire is safe and allows me to do my damage easier. So, we go ahead and get that nice series ending there. We will have War taking the series over GCC. GCC does lose it, but War with the much more impressive game 3, I think, was really able to do it there. What are your thoughts, Galen?
I mean, yeah, I don't think they should have just given the Aphelios Thresh into Lucian Nami. You have to ban one of those away since the counter to Lucian Nami right now is Aphelios Lulu. So if you're gonna play Lucian Nami, you should probably just ban Aphelios. It kind of just
I-
ran away with the game after getting a couple early kills.
Yeah, I agree, but I also think as well, it was interesting how that game played out.
It was hard for GCC to do anything into the comp that War had with the Nocturne and the TF. They couldn't make any plays without two people instantly teleporting in.
Well, I will update the standings very, very soon as we are going ahead and gonna go ahead doing this. I love playing Stunbutt since I'm trash at med, says Slushi. Gonna go ahead and give that. Who is the MVP of your thing?
I think it's probably Karis. He was just carrying the team fights with Aphelios.
I think when Karis was enabled and was able to get ahead, then Wardens was really playing better. And I do think that that was really good as well.